Welcome back, people. Welcome back. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another live stream. Jamaica Reggae Boys, U17. Um, all hopes dash, people. All hopes dash. That's something that we thought could have worked out. Unfortunately, most people say that JT are quite pessimistic. You don't believe that Jamaica can qualify. I did say that Jamaica won't qualify based on watching the first game. It was the first game for me. After watching the first game, I thought, the boys they look organized. I will have to give the coaching staff in Altiman Butler and everybody who was a part of that whole project in making sure that Jamaica had a formidable team going out there to compete. However, we ended up in the same situation again where the Reggae Boys had to come up against Big Up Yourself Team Aggressive Float Management. The Reggae Boys had to come up against a Central America team in El Salvador who again got the better of the Jamaican Reggae Boys. This tends to be something that happens frequently where Jamaica they look good against Caribbean opponents. We do look good against the basic Caribbean team against Caribbean opponents. Oh my God. So my WhatsApp has been shut down. So we're gonna have to change the WhatsApp number that people are gonna use. Yeah, the hype. Yeah, the hype again. And this time the hype just crash out brain drain. Um I expected nothing less or nothing more. And I'm not being pessimistic here. It's just that Jamaica is just not at that place where we we can just beat these teams with frequency. It's not happening. They seem to have an edge upon us. However, the reggae boys, the young reggae boys, did look much more organized than previous teams that Jamaica tends to put out there. I have to say, they did look much more organized than the teams that Jamaica tend to put out there. So I have to give them credit for that. However, it still wasn't enough. What's happening? Is it that we just don't have the talent, or is just that we're just not good enough? I really don't have the answers. I really don't have the answers. I think that this was one of the tournaments that Jamaica should have qualified for. But again, they're playing against teams that I'm sure that El Salvador believe that they deserve to be there. They probably felt that they play better football than the Jamaican Reggae Boys. Mad one, nah man, Jaja and your team, right? Yeah, that's a bless up. I will give the coaching staff credit for looking organized, but they go back to default mode in the final game. Yes, based on looking at the game now, I don't think that Jamaica, the coaching staff managed that game very well. I don't think we managed that game very well. I have to be very honest. I don't think Jamaica managed that game very well, and that's the attitude when you go into these games and you're going in there looking to get a draw. When you're looking to get a draw in these kind of games, the margin of error becomes slimmer because if you don't get the draw, then you lose. I expected Jamaica to go out there and try to win the game. Unfortunately, we didn't go out there and try to win the game. I think we went out there and said, listen, let's see if we can get our points and let's see if we can qualify Jamaica. Yeah, that's something, yes, but it doesn't really work like that. You can't just go out there and hoping to qualify against teams that are there to basically just beat you. And that's what happened to Jamaica. So Jamaica has to wait a whole nother year again for this tournament. Um, Aji Henry says the players need education. Is it an education? I don't know if it's an education piece. I can't really say if it's an education why Jamaica. Bless yourself, Owen Owen. I don't know if it's an education why Jamaica didn't qualify. It's a tough one. I don't know if it's education. I'm not gonna say it's coaching because I think the coaching staff they wanted to qualify. I strongly believe that they wanted to qualify. Was the team good enough to qualify? That is the that is the gist of the situation, Owen Owen. Was Jamaica good enough to qualify? We saw Jamaica ran through the first few Caribbean opponents and we looked formidable. But I was looking, I said, and one of the thing is I don't know if they got the blend of players right. There was a lot of players from the United States and and Jamaica. I wanted to see at least 4 or 5 English youth players there. Um, maybe just giving us something else and to take us over the top. That didn't happen. It was predominantly local and diaspora in North America. It This is a formula. They just tried this formula. Does this formula work? That's the question. So people remember to hit the like button on the video. Remember to hit the like button on the video and so we can keep it moving. I don't know if this formula necessarily worked for Jamaica. I can't really say that this formula worked. It was it was a try. It was a try. It was a try. The youngsters went out there. Some would say they gave their best, but their best wasn't good enough on this time or on this go around. They have to come back and try again. But coming back and trying again is one thing. Where does Jamaica go from here? Where does Jamaica go from here? That's the question for me. Where does Jamaica go from here with our youth football? Where do we go from here? We saw the U14 boys, they did well, they won. So that should be a good group of young players coming up for the next U17. So we're gonna have to wait again. U20s will be coming up. Are we prepared for another set of heartbreak? I'm not sure. It would have been nice to see Jamaica in the World Cup again. But when I watched the first game and I compared how these U17 players looked, comparing to the U17 team with Alvas Powell and those players who qualified, I thought that this Jamaica team, they lacked a little more bite, a little bit more grit. You know, they recycled the football very well. I have to give them credit. They weren't in a rush to just lose the football. However, it was quite disappointing. Dan said Jamaica just don't have the footballers. That's a broad statement, bro. That's a broad statement that Jamaica don't have the footballers. It's a very broad statement. I'm not sure that was the case. The preparation this time was good. I have to give them credit for preparation. The preparation was not bad at all. The preparation was not bad. But this is also showing us that then to prepare, we need a lot more. We have to start way earlier. So I think the preparation for the next cycle has to start immediately. Those U14 players in Jamaica, they have to start preparing them right now. I don't think Jamaica has the luxury to wait 6 months before a tournament to basically compete. I just don't think we have those kind of players. Jamaica has few ballers, just not enough to construct a competitive team. Big up yourself, Stets, says Brain Drain. You all will learn. I have seen this movie before. Starts at the top. I, I, I don't know if Brain Drain, Stets determine everybody. I don't know if we can blame the administration for this. I really, I, it's hard for me to blame the administration for Jamaica not qualifying for this World Cup. And we have to talk about the potential now of Jamaica's senior men's team. This could also happen to the senior men's team where we have a lot of hope, and we end up don't qualify for another big tournament. It's sad to know that a team from CONCACAF and we don't make it. Leroy Bailey, I feel the same. That's another disappointing part, that they increase the number of teams that could qualify. So Jamaica got to dodge playing a United States, and we had to dodge playing a Canada, yet we still didn't get the result. It's even coming down to, do we deserve to be in these tournaments anyways? Because we can't really compete in our own little region. Yes, we beat St. Lucia and Cayman Island. Cayman Island was owned by Jamaica. I think what Jamaica gave back Cayman Island to the king or the queen as a gift. Like, I think that's madness actually. I don't know how Jamaica end up a giving back a whole island. Like, how can you give away the Cayman Island as an island? Like, yo, while people are trying to, right now, people are trying to grab land. Trump is trying to grab Greenland. Russia is trying to grab Ukraine. You know what I mean? China is trying to grab Taiwan. Jamaica gave back the Cayman Islands. Now Cayman Islands is a flourishing island. Economy is really good. A lot of offshore banking and investment, while Jamaica is still 150 something dollars to the dollar. Lack of effort in Jamaica football. There is nowhere to develop players. I think, bro, this might not sound attractive for a lot of people, but I think going forward, I would love to see some investment in playing surfaces in Jamaica. I would love to see them invest in at least getting 3 or 4 good playing surface in Jamaica. I don't care if we're gonna get 2 turf, because the competition was played on turf. The competition was played on turf. And I'm not just talking about the turf field up at the Horace Burrell Center. Jamaica has to look at a major development as far as football fields are concerned. When I look at all these countries that host these tournaments, why can't Jamaica have a few of those football fields? Why can't we have at least just 2? We're not asking the government or whoever the stakeholders to provide 30 fields. Why can't Jamaica just have 2 decent looking fields so the youngsters in Jamaica can play the football in a organized setting where the ball is rolling onto their feet in a consistent way? If you When you look at Manning Cup, when you look at the Costa Cup, the ball just a bounce up. I'm wondering, how does the players really control? How do they trust the surface, with trust that the ball is gonna come onto their feet smoothly? Now they go into competition. When you're playing on turf, it's a little bit different. If Jamaica doesn't have proper driving and walking surfaces, you think we're gonna get playing surface. But that's up to the people who believe in sports. Listen, I believe in sports as an asset for Jamaica. You see how countries have, I know people say Jamaica have backside. Backside, yeah, backside, my backside. Like, come on. Like, we've been digging down the country for years, selling backside. Now, aluminum prices, as you see, Donald Trump is putting tariffs on countries for aluminum. But the thing is, Jamaica don't have a smelter plant. Jamaica don't make its own aluminum where they can get more for the resources. They're selling the raw material at a markdown discount rate. Certain things could just be implemented, and some of those monies off it get pumped into sports or development or something. But something has to happen, bro. It cannot continue where U17 World Cup. I don't buy that Jamaica, because we only have 2.8 million people, we cannot qualify for these tournaments. I don't buy that, bro. I don't buy that. I don't think it's a talent thing. I think Jamaica can find 23 boys under 17 to take Jamaica to the World Cup. I'm not buying this thing where Jamaica is just, people are saying we're too small. Yeah, we're small, but it's been done already. It showed that it's possible. We've done it before. Something is off. Something is off. The Reggae Boys as well. They're gonna be playing against St. Vincent in March for the Gold Cup qualifications. We need to lock that in as well. We cannot have the U17 boys not going to the World Cup, and Jamaica U17 team is also not the senior team is not going to the World Cup. That would be disastrous for Jamaica. And who knows if the U20 team is going to qualify? We can't have all of our teams not qualify for any major tournament for the entire 2025, for the whole year. That's like 2 years of not playing high level competitive football. It's 2025. The next World Cup is next year, bro. The next World Cup is 2026. Big up yourself. God bless, son. The next World Cup is 2026. We might think that Jamaica has a lot of time to fix things. No, that's why it's very important. No, that we also lock in. Coach Steve McLaren has to really focus and make sure that this Jamaica Reggae Boys team can get it over the line. I always say that the mindset when you approach a football game, you cannot keep approaching football game and having the other teams on a pedestal. I feel like Jamaica, we put South American team, Central American team on a pedestal that whenever we play them, whatever we've been doing and it's been working, we just revert from it and get into this cowardice way of just organizing. Even those U17 boys, they just look like I saw people wasting time with the football from like in the 20th minute of the game. That tells me that Jamaica wanted to start milk the clock from 20 minutes in the game. How can you want to milk the clock from 20 minutes in the game? Haiti is going to the World Cup. There's a civil war in Haiti. For God's sakes, there's not even drinking water in Haiti. There's troops from Kenya in Haiti trying to keep the peace. And Haiti is going to a U17 World Cup. Jamaica is considered a stable democracy in the Caribbean, one of the leading countries in the Caribbean when it comes on to CARICOM. Yet we cannot qualify for a World Cup, and we have countries like Haiti going to the World Cup. That is very bad for Jamaica. That is very bad. And guys, I'm not here to blame the administration. I think what JFF needs to do now, learn from what just happened, learn from what took place, and put a plan in place. I have to say, they did try to attempt to go out much earlier with this campaign. JT, don't agree, but look at our program from the youth level to senior level is very poor for the past 20 years, bro. It starts with the leadership. But determine what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? We're gonna fire everybody in the JFF? What are you gonna do? I understand that you say it's about the leadership, but what are we gonna do? Are you gonna fire the JFF? The leadership is the leadership that we have. The JFF is in charge of the football. What can I do? I'm just trying to come up with ideas of how Jamaica can work with the leadership that we have and harness the talent that's available. That's all we can ask for, bro. Because then we're gonna say the leadership, the leadership, the leadership. Yet Jamaica cannot qualify. When is the leadership gonna change? We just witnessed an election last year, and we can't do nothing. Big up yourself, Issa Allen. Yeah, let me give Issa Allen a call because I remember Issa Allen said that he wanted to speak a little bit about the U20 boys and what happened. People, remember to hit the like button on the video as it's very important. We only have like 70 people watching right now. Let's get the ball. Let's get the ball rolling, people. We only other device. Other device. Yeah. We'll check in. Let me get Issa Allen on the phone here. Yeah. What's the plan? Clean house. How are you gonna clean house? How are you gonna Wayne Evans? You saying cleaning house? How are we gonna clean? The number is not registered. Okay. Issa, me no know what go on with Issa. Let me see. Issa is saying that your number is not registered. That's strange. Let me see. Let me see if I can get Issa Allen here. It says that Issa's number is not. It says Issa Allen number is not registered. Let me see if I could get Issa Allen on the phone, people.
Okay.
Issa Allen, another disappointing campaign, my bro.
I tell you about I don't know.
God,
But
man. Yeah.
honestly, I was expecting us to do it, bro. I was expecting us to do it, but we just fell short. And you know the honest truth, in I'm not speaking about the last game, but in the whole tournament, I think the first game was average. The second game, I thought that was very good because it showed that we can
Yeah.
up the
Yeah.
tempo a little bit. And
Yeah.
then the third game, I just thought we fell short. But overall, the tournament, I cannot blame the players, bro. Like the players, I saw a lot of good
Good.
things.
A lot of
This
fights.
is not this is not what we usually see. When we
Yes.
lose,
Yes.
the biggest disappointment for us now is that we didn't make the World Cup. But the guys on the pitch, bro, when I tell you that the young men,
And I give
they did us,
what do you
bro.
think? I give the coaching staff credit for at least preparing a team that was able to retain the football.
That's the best thing that happened throughout this whole period, the preparation.
Yeah.
And if we want to just run back a little bit, how this started, it was just Freddie Butler because they know that from time to time when they have the Jamaica speaking U17 squad, they will say, oh, they don't know of these players. So he was just grouping up players in the Americas,
Yeah.
training them, keeping camps, until he had a whole lot of them and say, hey, JFF, when you're ready, these guys are here. You can have a look at them whenever you're ready. And that's just how that whole thing started.
Yeah.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that this campaign gave us a blueprint
Yes.
of
Yes.
what should happen, right?
Yeah.
If you realize they got a whole coaching staff, they
Mm-hmm.
got sponsors, they got even an ambassador.
Let's
So they
give
have
credit to those individuals who were all
yeah,
a part of the program. The ambassador Kerry, McFarlane, all those guys who procure funds and went and tried to get donation for the program for the boys to have. We have to say there was some good things done in this go around.
and that's why I said they give us a blueprint of we can approach the youth teams, going forward. Because if we leave it up to the federation alone, bro, it's going to be mediocre at best.
Yeah,
When final round of qualification come, you take the boys in for 1 2 weeks and go, bro, it can't be like that. It
cannot.
cannot be like that. You understand? So I appreciate the blueprint that I've seen from the Freddie Butlers, the Kerry, and all those people that allow us to see something that is good. You understand? Because the time in preparation that these people spent,
Mm-hmm.
it was very good. And I hear I was and it wasn't me. Somebody else was suggesting this to another person on another show. And the first thing it was like, oh, so how you gonna get sponsorship? But I'm saying they gave us a blueprint. You understand? And if we work with this blueprint, bro, it only can get better. It's not time to scrap this and scrap that, but look what brought us where we are. You understand? And
Yeah,
work with
yeah.
the blueprint because going forward, bro, trust me, it has to be like this or better.
Better. And Issa,
We can't go back to
I
the.
thought the team needed at least 4 or 5 English-based players to mix it a bit more as well.
I'm 100% agree with you on that. You understand?
Mm.
100% agree. I don't know how the recruiting went. I think there was one player from Tottenham, but he wasn't even in the first team. He was on the list, but he was listed. They had two reserve players, and that player was one of the reserve players.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You understand?
I
So
hope they learn from because I understand that Freddie Butler is in the United States, Issa, and he can get players from there. But a lot of those players are not good enough either to make the United States team. So we also have to be honest with ourselves that these players are just regular players in the USA who played for Jamaica. They're not out. They're not exceptional.
you're 100% correct. It's just that they are in a system where they are probably training more
Yes.
than the people locally. You understand at a higher level, and that just gives them an edge. But in terms of competing, I don't think the competition in the US is probably as strong as what people would get in Europe.
Yeah,
You understand?
I
But
don't
I
think so.
I was looking for more European players in the team. I don't know if they they went out and look or there were some hurdles why they
What I'm
could not
hearing
recruit.
is I'm hearing that the coaching staff wasn't too interested in getting players from the United Kingdom and Europe. I heard that people made attempt to get players into the team, and they weren't. They felt that they had their set team that they made in the US already, and I feel like that's
Wow,
not a good approach either. I didn't like
that's
that.
not a good
I think we
approach. That's
should
not a
keep the
good
pool,
approach.
bro. We don't have the luxury of just saying, "Oh, we find a team in the US already. We don't need no more youth to play."
And now that dirty sounds kind of alarming to me because that should never be the approach. I mean, like, ah, I think they get a grade down for that because that should never be the approach. I can't see myself as a coach, right, JT? I
Mm.
don't know if you see the same way. And you have a wide pool of players and you just select someone and say, okay, this is what I'm going to work with without seeing the rest. I don't know all the details, but me, if I was a coach, bro, like, you have to see the pool of players. This is a world. That's why I say so many times. Me just have a wonder, bro. Like, this is a World Cup qualification. You want the best of the
The
best.
best, the best.
You understand? So
And,
why
and
would
Issa,
you?
this was a watered down version qualification. I think this has to be the easiest qualification chance that Jamaica had to get to a U17 World Cup.
Bro, it was way too easy. That was it,
It was
bro.
easy.
Bro, you know, see, 80 cakewalk them group and Ghana World Cup, bro. Like, come on, 80 cakewalk. They beat up Guatemala. Guatemala was the hardest test, and then beat up Guatemala and Ghana World Cup. Win all 3 games.
Which other
And Ghana
Caribbean
World Cup.
country? Which other Caribbean country went through?
Let me check the group. I have a group right in front of me.
People, while Issa Allen looks for that, people hit the like button. Big up yourself, Nitro, Javon, Play, Jamaican View, Robert, Brain Drain. Determine everybody. Remember to hit the like button on the video, people. If you're at work, I know it's Monday. To all the people who are tuning in. So Javon Plays is saying only Haiti as the other Caribbean country
Yep.
qualified.
I got it in front of me if you want me to.
Yeah, yes, go ahead and
Go ahead.
just
So
name up the team.
Group A had Canada, Curacao, Bermuda, Turks and Caicos, Anguilla. Canada qualified out of that group. Group B had Costa Rica, Trinidad and Tobago, Guyana, British Virgin Islands, and Saint Martin. Costa Rica qualified out of that group. Group C had Mexico, Nicaragua, Barbados, Belize, and Dominica. Mexico qualified out of that group. Group D had Honduras, Puerto Rico, Saint Martin, Bonaire. Honduras qualified out of that group, winning all 3 games. Haiti, Group E. Haiti, Guatemala, Antigua and Barbuda, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Haiti qualified out of that group, winning all 3 games. Then you had the Group F with United States, Cuba, St. Kitts, and U.S. Virgin Islands. United States qualified. Then Group G, he had Panama, the Dominican Republic, Aruba, Grenada. Panama qualified out of that group. Then you had the group with Jamaica, El Salvador, St. Lucia, and Cayman, and El Salvador made it. So only one Caribbean team.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So can you really say then Jamaica kind of lived up to expectations? Then would you say?
To be honest, I expected worse.
You expected worse?
Yes. To be honest, bro, like what I saw, I don't know if coming from the disappointments of previous years and campaigns. The guys, trust me, I was kind of happy with the performances. Not kind of happy. I'm not skirting around. I was happy with the performances. In the games, as I said, the first game was average, and then the second game we saw that they can step it up, and do what they need to do. And then this third game, I just think the coaches kind of probably blundered in this last game.
How would you approach that game differently based on what you saw that went wrong? What was some of the sticking points for you?
I will just say it like this, right? They had a game plan. They came out. The game started. They were on the ascendancy. That silly free kick gave up a goal. But they for the most part they never really looked in danger. But now you came back second half. You still had possession, making entries in the box, doing what you need to do. You get the equalizer. The game is now going down. 70 minutes pass on the clock, JT. In a game that you don't need to win, JT, we were too expansive in a game that you don't need to win. 70 minutes gone on the clock, JT. You make some changes.
But Issa, some people might have said like you kind of didn't want Jamaica to go into their shell. Yeah, what, Issa, I will send you the link because we got
Okay.
T got on
Okay.
as well, and you just join. All
Okay.
right,
All
all
right. No
right. So
problem.
because he's not gonna hear you. T got all hopes dashed for the Jamaica U17 Reggae Boys. I know you were quite optimistic. Some would say I was quite pessimistic, but it wasn't that I was pessimistic. It's when I asked, and Issa Allen said that El Salvador. When I said who is the Central American team in the group, and immediately after the first game, T got that raised alarm from me. I said, shit, can Jamaica get back? Because those teams tends to be our problem. The way they play football. Is it maybe that we also need to look at a coach from that region if those are the people that we're going to compete against potentially? I don't know.
Yes, JT. Good evening, everybody, and good evening, everybody in the comment section. Yeah,
I mean, like, go, at first, we see, blurry and green, and thank you, God. Yeah,
come on, the studio I get better and better every day. Yeah, work in progress. But anyway, it is first of all, let me congratulate the boys. You understand? And congratulate Mr. Butler and the team. But then again, you understand, we have to say what it is. It's to make a good point. You understand? Going in, all right. As the game started, we know that Jamaica needed a point and El Salvador need to win. And as the game started, we see El Salvador hitting the ground, running, trying to get that lone goal to go in front to win. They tried to win. You understand? So when they got the first goal, fine, they start to waste time on whatever. Beginning of the second half, we get the early goal. You're right. Change it up. Put it back on them. Let's not play the normal game now. Let's see if we can defend 45 minutes. Draw in our shell. You understand? Easiest. But as I say, would you go back in your shell or just play football?
Yeah.
No, we're looking at it. Why? I think that if they had to do it over back, that's a giant in your shell. You understand? Try to defend. You got 70 minutes, 20 minutes leave. Try to defend. Put on some defenders. See if we can hold it out.
What would you have done differently? Like with the whole campaign and everything, and because I don't think we blame the administration here. I don't want to do it.
No, it's not the administration. I think strategically, when the coaches need to deal with some things strategically. You understand? Some coaches need to deal with some things strategically. When you're in some point of the game, you have to go learn to attack, and when you learn to defend. Needed a point, you don't have to win. Are you drawing the game? As it's just 70 minutes of the game, let's start with some defending. You understand? We coaches the Jamaican coaches need to know this now. You understand? As you can see now, when the El Salvador scored the first goal, the man them start waste time from first half. Them start waste time. So they know what they want to do. They strategically know what to do. When the medical, when El Salvador drop on and the medical team come on, they take at least 3 minutes to put the player upon the stretcher and take the stretcher off the field. They were wasting time. They know what to do. You understand? We know as the Jamaican coaches, our coaches, need to start think of these strategic things to instill in the players them for them to can implement it. It's not only just kicking the ball. There's a lot of things more than just kicking the ball.
I'll get some water. Continue.
Yeah, but get some water.
T got, we didn't want to make a point when JT there, but T got 70 minutes gone on the clock. You see when that goes scoring at the 80 minute,
right,
79 or 80 minute,
right.
The player is looking in the keeper's eyes. Bro, there's no way you in a game on a 80 minute. And again, you don't need to win, and a player to goal and look in your keeper eyes. Bro, the man not see the keeper.
Right.
Him see 4 or 5 players before that. Before see the keeper. And then see that when him kick the shot, and the Paris try save it off the line. Our El Salvador player the ball go back to like that should not be happening.
That should That
should not be happening, bro.
At all. That's what I'm saying.
The
coaches, you're right. You understand? The coaches now need to know to change from attack to defense when it come on to football.
Bro, I idolize Jose Mourinho. Bro, Jose Mourinho, 70 minutes in a game gone when no need to win, and if he lose him out, you can best believe you have to try your hardest to win that the game. Remember me telling you. You understand? So I know the coach must sit down over there and just make the game go. And it's youth football. Them susceptible to mistakes and lack of judgment, lack of this. So you have to be on them, bro. You have to be on them. You understand?
Man.
And you, as the coach and the coaching staff, you have to help them through the rest of the game.
Yeah, you have to help them, man. Yeah, formation shouldn't change up. Put 5-7 back. You understand? One man up front and defend the life at the right 70 minutes in the clock. You understand? 75 minutes at the clock. You understand? Because they scored at the 80 minutes. It's 10 minutes I'm going to defend for or 15 minutes I'm going to defend for. Defend for your life.
Simple.
Yeah,
you understand the message?
Life,
so I make and I specifically said 70 minutes because I don't people make it look like we go to defend half of the game.
Right.
Bro, that's like 10-15 minutes you go.
Right.
Not even say defend, but you're going to be very disciplined.
Yeah,
I don't think the guys because even though them get caught in transition, there should be no way for them to get caught in transition because you should not be so expansive.
Right. Yeah. They were really because when they caught it, got the goal score at the runner playing because
we did not go forward and they win back the ball.
They win back the ball. So they take a free kick and we win the free kick and kick out the ball and they win back the ball and kick it back down. That time all our players them run out already. You understand?
For no reason, bro. Like
no reason. Yeah.
That was a big disappointment, man.
Yeah, bad
because
coaching. Coaching and telling this
and people might say, "Oh, we are Monday morning quarterbacking and this and that." But bro, what if it's the truth? It's just the truth.
It's just the truth.
You understand? Because
mistake.
As Mr. point out, these are youth players, young men. So you have to do the most for them. You understand? Yes, you have them a coach, but you have to do the most for them. You lay out your plans and your tactics, but at a point in the game, you want to make it to the World Cup, T-Gat. Yeah. I don't think the coaching staff, they're sure that.
Yeah,
bro, you can't just sit down for your bench, so get up and go encourage the youth them and bring some life in them and say, oh, you stay back.
It's when you're talking and looking at it, you can't say the El Salvador team, they want it more. You understand? We want it, but they want it more.
Not only the players, the coaching staff, El Salvador, them want it more.
Yeah, because they coming at the game knowing that they wanted a win and we wanted a draw. And from the get-go, they were attacking Jamaica. Till them get the goal, and when them get the goal, them break off and them start defend, them start drop, and then start roll and start waste time. 45 minutes done. The beginning of the second half come, we get an early game. Once we get the early goal, out of 70 minutes of the game, all we should do, we're trying to start defend. You're correctly right. Looking at the game, just watching at the game in my head, you're right. I mean, I say, yo, keep on playing football, but no. When it come on to World Cup, there's a lot of strategy. It's just not kicking the ball. There's a lot of strategy we have to implement. You understand? It's not like getting the regular trip. This is not the regular play. And this shall show a lesson to the senior side. It's not just getting the regular 3 points. It's not 3 points, is it? It's more than 3 points, brother. We're not fighting every game. It's like a final.
Can you remember in the Nations League semi-finals against the United States where Hallgrimson mismanaged that game and we end up in overtime and lose that game?
No. He not really mismanaged, you know. He played the game right. He got the game. We got the one love and we have beat them. Because we were defending that one love. Give credit to Hallgrimson. When we were up one JT, you were defending the one. You understand? Until them equal, because when him throw on everybody, you know, the man equalize.
Yeah, we can't blame it. No Corey Burke come score.
Yeah, you understand? Yeah, you see? So when that happens, now we do everything, him already throw the pot cover, the sink, the washing machine. You understand? Everything in it. And then when them score, we never, that's why we losing at the extra time. Because we never have faced up upon it. So if it was arguing today, we're not there to World Cup. Honestly, we're not there to World Cup. Because the man, even the US coach said that game where Jamaica was playing was very difficult for them to score on. It was very difficult for them to score on.
I also want to respond to this comment on the screen, JT. Stats say we couldn't defend because the team has issues with defending. I don't think the team has issues with
No, man, the
defending.
team is defending,
The
brother.
thing is, the way how they're set up, JT, is a very expansive team. If you realize them wing backs, them go forward and all this, so it's a very expansive team. If you realize in the first game against St. Lucia, once them play that ball over the top, it's always the two centre back them and the St. Lucia number 9. You understand? And so that's why it seemed like we had a problem. And the next thing too, I think this can fix with coaching. If you have a striker like that, all you need to do is just make sure you say one of your defender them always got him and the next one is free so him can move around. You understand? As simple little things have to deal with. I don't think the team.
This is where you stay right now. That look like a coaching problem. We couldn't defend because the team had defensive. That's a coaching problem. The coach, is a coach supposed to know the change in formation in the middle of a game. You understand? Especially a World Cup game. You understand? When that time to attack, you attack. When that time to defend, you defend.
But then my next question is, so then should Jamaica maybe start using coaches in these games that are experienced in carrying teams through in tournaments?
Definitely. We need coaches that can carry us through tournament. We need coaches like that. And I must say, Mr. I heard I got something on the WhatsApp about Freddie's letter that he gave. I don't know if you get it, but I said, but Freddie, my prayers go to you and the family, and I hope everything work out for the good. And he says stepping away. His wife has some medical issue they got to deal with. Yeah, so I hope they deal with that and stuff like that. But if Freddie is going, please, JFF. Please, JFF, may I beg you on the 17th of February. The World Cup soon start back again. No give no local people that they under 17. No give no local people that under 17.
Yeah. We have a good crop of U-17 boys.
Yeah, no, give them it, please. If you no can go overseas, even call back Ricardo Gardner, baby Gardner, who come on court side, call back, baby. Call somebody different. Nobody give them local man at the side. Don't do it. Because the local coaches them cannot coach. I am sorry.
They're gonna probably give it to Peart, the guy who coached the U17.
No,
I believe so, JT. Him next in line, you know. Me feel so.
Yeah, he's next in line.
The U14s are gonna come up to him. So I believe that him them will give.
He was with Freddie's team. He was on Freddie's team.
No,
he wasn't on the coach. No, give it, brother. If you don't give, no,
McLaren.
No, give it, brother. No, give it. Don't give it, brother. No, give nobody. Try go for Ricardo Fuller, baby. Go for even Tyrone Marshall. Go for somebody different, brother. I beg you, no JFF. Don't mash up the program. Don't stink it. They were this close.
With you know how this whole program came about and people had to put their money together for camps and them. You think the JFF really know that they didn't qualify? They're gonna say they don't have the money to invest in another coach like that.
Yeah. But listen on. Yeah, but them never invested. Freddie take up the thing and players. So what am I gonna do? Try buy out our next coach to get local players and then put them in a camp 3 months before the competition start. Freddie have the team I work with for almost a year and a half. Where they gonna farm up a team, wait till cold and they just pick up. Oh, we have a group of players. We're not been training, we're in a no camp, but them on a sheet of paper. Having them on a sheet of paper and not playing football, that don't make them ready.
What you got there make some valid point.
Yeah, they have them on a them and say, oh yeah, we have a pool of papers and a sheet of paper. And they don't in a no cap, they not play. So when the time come, when 3 months come before the competition, you go and call these paper on a paper. Like they were on the paper kicking ball. Football don't work that way, JFF. Football don't work that way. You understand? Fine. 1 point away. The coach make a blunder. You understand? Get him back a next coach and keep the camp going. Keep the camp. 80 don't have a football competition, but yet still they've gone to the World Cup. Because why? They have camps.
There's a civil war in it. There's a civil war going on in here.
Right. And they have them academies. And them have them camps. Them have them camps and them work with 20 players and so the amount of players them work with. Having a list of people on some paper and not playing no football. I went 3 months to the competition you call them in for camp. I give them a two game against a JPL side. Go play against Arnie, go play against Harborview. And they say, oh, ready for competition. That not gonna work, brother. Not gonna work, JFF. It not gonna work. It not gonna work. I'm sorry. Keep them in the camp. I hear that 11 players can play the next World Cup. Keep the 11 players and put some more upon it. And then work. Keep them in the camp. Make the mothers, JFF don't take it up. Make the mothers them keep on funding it. Nobody take up their date. If the parents don't want to keep on funding, make them go on funding.
Well, I know. You got to say, don't take up their date. True. Yeah. As long as it look like their head, I go hot them. They won't
right.
They
right.
Right.
That's
what we tell that.
Yeah.
Just focus on try getting the senior side to the World Cup. Because that's how now put all of the egg them. Just make the mothers then go and fund it and whatever, and make them say they can go to our next World Cup. Same thing
and the guys who are involved, like Kerry and those guys who help to organize.
Right.
I hope they learn about the time limits Stigat and Issa, how quickly they need to see that you need a lot of time to recruit way before.
Right.
You cannot just recruit while the thing are gone. Because, as I said, I expected at least 5 English-based players. I think that would have helped to take us over the top.
Yeah, it's I don't want to come out with no rumors. But I hear a whole heap of things.
No, for sure. I know about English players that wanted to
right.
play.
Not wanted to play. I hear about players that they wanted to bring in, especially in defense, and they say no.
Yeah.
That's quota system. You understand? Yeah. Quota system.
And it's not even quota system. I heard that it's like Freddie them felt like they already had their team.
No, but about him, the coach me say Axie, and the coach me here Axie. That's what I hear.
Because the people that I spoke to in England, they said, and these are people who are around academies, they said Freddie Butler them didn't seem interested in having any English-based players. That they had their team already.
It's a different story me I hear, but as I'm saying, I be a rumors and everybody will speculate and say what about coach. Some of that who I'm gonna repeat it. Because I hear that Freddie say him because there was two baller from England defenders where he want to get him because they know they have some defensive problem. I mean, it's 2 defenders they want to get in. And they tell him no, you tell me something different. So appear things are going up in the air. You understand? The truth must be told that unless Altman Butler go come tell you the truth, because him are the only one can tell the truth. Because JFF go put a different side to it. You understand? Unless the coach can come and say so and so, then we can say. But appear things are going. But regardless, they only need a point. Coach Butler can change the formation and defend for the lead at least 15 minutes at the game or stuff like that. Defend for 15 minutes, roster. Or 20 minutes. You most couldn't teach a game to concentrate and defend for 20 minutes. You understand? But
all right. So let's kick on to the next with the contrast. I'm thinking, God forbid that we're not here again, T-God, crying after the senior man's team gets kicked out of the World Cup. Because I said to you in the group, T-God, you asked a very important question. I said, I'm 50-50 because it's a similar situation, the path is much easier for Jamaica go to the World Cup, but Jamaica, we do find a way how to make easy things difficult.
That is. But let me tell you this, people. If Jamaica don't qualify for this World Cup, I'm going to take a break from Jamaica football and find some different content to talk about.
I don't think I can spend another 2 years waiting again, bro.
I'm going to talk about some Jackson Dandy Shandy.
Yeah. Me just the bother with JFF until JFF just collapse by itself and just blow up or something. You understand? Something drastic happening at the JFF.
I don't think I can spend 2 more years if Jamaica no qualify. I do YouTube content. I wait for Gold Cup.
People. I don't want the people that online, but people. The Jamaican team right now have a lot of quality, and there's a lot of quality want to play for Jamaica. The Jamaica don't make it to the World Cup. When you look at some of the players that are performing, you understand, overseas. When you look at a John Russell performing overseas, when you're looking at Bobby Reed start to perform overseas. When you look at some other players that are performing overseas, it make no sense that we're not qualified for the World Cup. The players are out there performing. Players are out there performing. It's just them to come together now and just, get it right. Get it right. But it don't make no sense.
Nigel says Jamaica will not qualify for the 2026 World Cup. Lack of recruitment. New quota 4 to 5 domestic-based players who struggle to beat Trinidad.
We say, Nitro, is it after the team pick? After the team pick for the World Cup qualification, then we can talk. You understand? I will see if I really quota system or them who want to give them local people a boss. You understand? For going instead of picking the right team. Because guess what, Nitro? It's a FIFA window and everybody's available.
Well, I don't believe the Gold Cup qualification. I don't think you're gonna see. You probably see 5 to 6 local-based players in another squad there.
We're not supposed to see. Listen,
I'm telling you,
Issa, we're not supposed to see none.
JT, me know the calendar.
Issa,
me know the calendar. This happens year in, year out. So me know the calendar.
Issa, me understand.
This window, a lot of the English-based players, enough of them the window now go turn up.
You must say them tired.
Enough of the English play them in a this window.
Why would if they were playing for different countries, you think they can even Messi were old? And if them call Messi for come play for Argentina, him a go.
Tigat, I hear what you're saying. I don't have a problem with it, but me I say, based on what me know.
Problem then. That's why you can do.
Based on what me.
And them saying tired. It don't make sense you call him back.
But you can't. Can you blame the JFF? Can you really blame the JFF with that Tigat when players? Wouldn't that be down to the commitment of players?
February 17, as I said, Tigat. That's mark the day when me did tell you. That window, yeah. Normally, none of them don't come out. I tell you that. Remember, somebody tell you when that squad they come out.
Bro, hold on, it's not even crunch time. If you look on the thing, it's not even crunch time in the EPL or crunch time in the MLS out, and it's not even crunch time. So
crunch time in the EPL right now, people are back to people are back to come out of relegation. People are back to the Champions League spot.
And
all of them things are crunch time. Them must say who qualify for Champions League, gone for them gone at the other round and all. Bro, man, tell you hear me talk about Champions League, so you must know what I'm talking about. And other things too. Who they play relegation or try to fight for top 6. Just watch what me tell you. Just remember what me tell you,
brother, if JFF mess up, I tell you, Rasta, if they mess up, if them call it local and then they reach the World Cup, trust me, it not go pretty. It not go pretty.
Yeah. People, remember to hit the like button, people. We have 100 people watching right now. We can get it up. Cataract, I don't know your system is.
Cataract black man. Team 9 car. I can't in the car, you know. You don't carry that at home, man. Into your car.
Yeah. Another disappointment, Cataract. As you can see, your mic is muted. I wish we could have came here today and celebrate Jamaica being in a World Cup after so many years, but not the case.
Whatever, but that's about 5 minutes from the gate, so but that's a whole lot of listening. You're waiting for echo, so let me just sort that out.
All right.
Yeah, so
5 minutes coming back.
But I also want to say no, Tigat. I hear people. You see, if McLaren don't make some tough decisions with guys like Damian Lowe and the starting job and Natty Bodier, I think Jamaica we're gonna be in problems, bro.
I think. All right, hold on.
Somebody missing the stream same time. Come back here.
Yeah, it sounds awful. All right, yeah, Cataract, it sounds awful, my brother.
Yeah, Cataract, just get to him.
Cataract, your mic sound awful.
Cataract, get home and we'll be on, all right? Just get to him and join us.
I'm not talk, me make you talk. All right. I lose the train of thought. All right.
Yeah, about the Damian Lowe and those guys in the defense.
All right, hold on. They need to make, now that we have a CDM in Isaac Hayden, they need to move Latibodier from that position. Isaac Hayden play that position. Let Latibodier go play right back or center off. Make him play the right foot position that he might play week in, week out at his club. The way him know for do. You understand? Way him know for do. Put Lati right back in a position now. Now that we have Isaac Hayden and have to play that position in the center mid. You understand? Work out issue between Holgate, Damian Lowe. Holgate is a defender. Lati is a defender. Ethan Pinnock, Bernard, just choose the best four.
Bernard not injured now.
Yeah, I think Bernard injured. But I'm just saying, just choose the best four to play. Choose the best four to play. No put nobody in a makeshift position. You understand?
Some people say Damian Lowe can't bench. Bro, me don't buy that, bro. I'm not buying that.
Every player can bench. Every player can bench. Every player can bench. But if the player is performing, why would you bench him? But every player can bench. Every player can bench.
But I'm talking about, I think me I talk about two different Damian Lowe, you know. Because you always talk about Damian Lowe from him club. I'm talking about the Damian Lowe that we witness play for Jamaica over and over and over. And we see the same madness. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, but as we say, every player can bench. If the coach say Damian Lowe no fit, we want to put on the next player, but don't put no the makeshift plane done. The makeshift plane done. Stop playing a makeshift position. That done because you have the people them to play the right foot position. You understand? You have the players them to play the right foot position.
What you think, Issa Allen? I think we have to. We need to sort that out. Jamaica. Some people are saying Richard King cannot start with Ethan Pinnock because they're too kind of calm and collective kind of center back. I'm thinking maybe that's what we need because we have tried the rash defensive players and that hasn't worked. Do we go back to the same thing and hope that? Because the problem is international football, Jamaica is not playing enough games together. So when players come back, we are starting over every time. So we're depending on the quality of the player to just show up and do a job. And I just feel like I can't see Damian Lowe holding out in 2025.
But with everybody that we have now, right? If they're all fit, Damian Lowe is probably third or fourth in the pecking order. I'm talking centre backs.
But it's some people say Damian Lowe head of state. I want to call them saying, no, say him can't bench.
Yeah, the Damian Lowe head of state. But hold on. Can you put a Damian Lowe over? Can you put a Richard King over Damian Lowe?
Yes. My starting centre back for Jamaica is Richard King and Ethan Pinnock, brother.
No, you cannot put a Richard King over Damian Lowe. You can never do that.
Why you can't do that, Eagle?
Because Damian Lowe have the class. Damian Lowe a class of player for Richard King. Tell me which league Richard King play now. Give me a league. Give me
this is
JPL.
JPL.
Yeah, the
JPL.
What did he do? What did he do?
I'm not going on the
stand out. No.
So at the league, you have to go. All right, Mikel Antonio playing the Premier League, and Mikel Antonio hasn't been firing for Jamaica, Tiga. So are you gonna use the league? Mikel Antonio is.
Hold on. But when Mikel Antonio is playing for Jamaica, him not play the striking position like he play for his club. He have to come back way in the midfield for the ball. Because they don't have no midfield. Look where I come collect the ball. And look where my driver go. When I play for West Ham, him up at the top. I wait for the ball to come up there. When I play for Jamaica,
not all the time. Not all the time.
All the time, brother. All the time. We have a midfield issue when it come on, when the ball come on. But when it come on to the defensive, I don't see. Me can't see.
So you guys are picking the team basically of leagues then?
No.
It's the league because I'm picking up quality. The
no, but then the quality opposition when them play week in, week out, you know.
So you're saying that
what kind of opposition Richard King play against in the JPL?
But if Damian is playing against such quality Tigat and he's still not performing, what else do you need?
If Damian Lowe is performing against Cristiano, playing against a Cristiano Ronaldo.
You keep hearing you saying that.
Hold on, he's playing not only Cristiano, Ivan Toney. He's playing against some different strikers from all over the world who are playing. And so Who Richard King are competes and can.
Where's Damian Lowe playing now? Where's Damian Lowe playing
all
now?
right? Where is Cavaliers in the JPL? Are they top the league?
But they were
top the league?
they're Caribbean champions.
Look, we're talking about performance now. Yeah, they're
But you know how the league set up.
Hold on. But we're talking about a Richard King. You want to put Richard King, and he's the top defender. Is Cavaliers the top the league right now? They're not top the league. They're struggling to make it in the top 3 or the top 4. Mount Pleasant, Montego Bay, Arnett, and then you have Cavaliers.
But you're going off the top of the
Premier
league.
7, come on, Premier 7, come on. Premier 7, look at it reality. You have to play against quality players day in, day out. Richard King now play against quality players. They're going to run circles around him. The movement are going to be much faster.
But you can't say that T-Got. The player has played for Jamaica in international games.
Yeah, but he play against, but what him do? When you look at the stats, the last game he
look
played.
At the last game that Richard King played for Jamaica.
Yeah, and that's what they talk about. The last game that we play, when they look at Richard King's stats, Richard King never make a tackle in the game as a center half. He make passes, yes, but in the as a center half, you can make a tackle. Not one tackle he made. Go and check it. Me now ask you. Richard King never make a tackle in the last game we play. He make passes, yes, but you're a center half. You're supposed to make make no tackle.
Statistically, center backs they don't make quality tackles, Means a betting man, So me always bet on them things, how much tackle they make a game and them stuff there. They don't make a lot of tackles.
Yeah, because how much you actually don't want players one-on-one with your center half. You got for your center half actually making
center half make a lot of interceptions and recoveries, but they don't generally make a lot of tackles.
Brother, King now play against top. He's supposed to be on the side, but we can't make him start over.
I think King is in the top 2 center backs available for Jamaica. Ethan Pinnock, Richard King.
Brother, you just make me ears hurt. Let me take off the earphone. You make me ears hurt, my man. Stop saying foolishness, man. You're looking at Damian Lowe who play against top player week in, week out.
I walk in red card. They are defending him. Stop, man. At Damian Lowe.
Hold on. How many red cards Damian Lowe get for Jamaica? Can you tell me how many red cards? You can't even walk in red cards. But how many red cards? They don't call man walking red cards. Give me the proof. How many red cards did you ever get for Jamaica? How many?
He got a couple, but how many red cards? But he got how many red cards that Damian Lowe was supposed to get? Remember that Jamaica only played the first game Jamaica played was a year ago. Jamaica played a year ago with VAR for the first time. A year ago.
Listen to me, man. King not playing against quality opponent to be in no top defender. Him not playing against quality. Where is Cavaliers in this league? Where they play in other league?
Richard, where is Brentford in the EPL?
But the man that play against top play, where the man that play against top team?
I said that is Fatiga, but you cannot use.
Hold on, brother. You can't compare Brentford with them rich club, brother.
No, what I'm saying is the team. You're saying that where Cavaliers is in the league. That's not Richard King's responsibility.
But everybody on the JPL is on the same level. Nobody no better than nobody.
No, you cannot say that. And that's not fair.
All right,
that's not fair, King.
Tell me a top player in the JPL.
Richard King. Richard King. I said that. Richard King is one of the best players in the JPL.
Richard King. No disrespect. No disrespect to Mr. King. Richard. No disrespect to you, sir. I'm not disrespecting you. All right? Let me make that sure. No disrespect. But Richard King cannot left from Cavaliers and make an MLS team. Richard King cannot left Cavaliers now.
I think he can.
So why they don't?
I don't know why it's not happening. It's because in Jamaican talent going into the
Richard King can't left Jamaica. I'm gonna make a youth. Them a brand new spanking USL team play. Corberg just gonna put a brand new spanking USL team. You understand? and Speedy gone back to an next Jamaican player. Richard King cannot left Cavaliers and make a USL defense team.
A
Not
USL?
even a League One. Yeah, not even a League One team.
A USL team? Tigat, you're being very unfair to the player.
Me not be unfair. Richard King can't even left Cavaliers and make Mount Pleasant team.
What you have to say about that, Issa? Because I totally disagree with Tigat.
Boy, me not telling like JT, you know, me can't go with up on that one, you know.
All right.
No, me can't go with up on that one.
No, I just want to give your take.
Because well, honestly, still, Richard King, to me, him still down the pecking order. Honestly, I don't think he's tried and proven yet.
Football guru said T got clueless and silly. Why? Football guru, don't argue with me, go and argue with Cranky. Leave me alone. You go take your fight to Cranky.
Cranky, now listen to him again.
Yeah, leave me alone, football guru. Please leave me alone. You understand? Go and take your fight to Cranky. You understand? Yeah, take your fight to Cranky.
I believe that though. Listen, you talk about all the accolades of Damian Lowe, but you haven't spoke about Damian Lowe's failures in the national program of letting Jamaica down so many times. With
a lot of players let down.
But you use the same thing to judge Richard King by saying, "Where's Cavaliers? Where's Jamaica?"
No. We don't use Cavaliers. We don't use Richard King. Richard King let down.
That's what you're saying. You're asking me. You just said Richard King can't even make Mount Pleasant. No, Tigat, when you say stuff like that, that is totally absurd.
Yo, you're a float man.
Richard King can't even make Mount Pleasant.
Richard King can't make Mount Pleasant side, brother. He can't make Mount Pleasant. And not even Mount Pleasant. Badjo, me not show. Badjo, my boss, me not show.
Premier 7, I don't know. Do you have on a headphone? Your background sound lively.
Rasta. Premier sound, I come on to tap there now.
Yeah, the sound. Yeah, you saw.
Fix up with the thing on that come, man. Fix up with the thing on.
So like you have a fan in the background or you're driving.
Because I'm outside.
We're outside, pal. Outside, man. We are outside. You know what about the area?
You hear me now, JT?
Come on, we are here. Go on. Go on.
So let me firstly say apologies to Mr. Keegan because I mean I am not the person who wish to use any emotions to say anything. Because respect and respect, right? And at the end of the day, we are here just to not to say prove a point, but we're passionate Jamaica fans who wants to see the best for our team. Alright, so we just question Mr. earlier out. So me not come punish him because he got.
Yeah.
No. Alright. So I mean I will not throw away what he's saying in regards to the fact. Well, I'm not going to say it's a fact. To say that alright, Richard King already hit. Right? Because we have seen these things over and over again. And if we don't know much about Jamaican football, we can basically assess the English Premier League and assess different leagues. Whereas you would have to give persons opportunities to prove their worth. Right? Yes, maybe Richard King isn't ready as yet, but he have the potential to hit a higher ceiling possibly than many other players in the team.
Agree.
Right. Remember, at Manchester United, which is my club, when we purchased Vidic, he wasn't the Vidic that we saw before, or in the last of Vidic. When he just started out at Manchester, he was horrible in a lot of games. But guess what? Because of the coaching and because of the system, he became that world-beating defender. I am a fan of Damian Lowe to some extent, but I will not say that he is a top player because I think that based on his experience, based on his knowledge, he should have been playing better, right? As I said earlier on, maybe Richard King isn't that top profile player as yet, but we see the potential of the player. And I believe if he's in the rightful system and given opportunities, then he will excel. Now, may I make this clear, Tegan? You sound a bit defensive when you come on to Damian Lowe still.
Very much so. I mean, already. We now
He got them friend. I think he got them friend, them man.
Hold on.
Yeah, like him that.
I'm a big fan
Yes.
of his dad. I know him dad personally.
Yes.
I understand I'm what Damien Lowe during his career coming up. So I'm not gonna hide that from nobody.
No
I'm
problem.
a big fan of Onandi Lowe. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Onandi, and I know Onandi Lowe. And Onandi Lowe sit down, eat food, drink, sip, and all them thing there. Yeah, cause we go with the same Rasta people and we sit down and we drink, sip, and we talk. You understand?
Yeah.
I know. Good. Yeah, man.
Yes, yeah, man.
Pick him up, call me pick him up in my vehicle, drop him off.
That's why you're talking like this.
No, I'm not talking about that. Damien, I'm gonna ask you something. Prepare me, right?
If I can answer, go ahead.
Yeah, prepare. All right. And Richard King score in the JPL yet? Him scoring a goal not this season? He scoring a goal?
I don't know. I'm not look on that part.
All right, Damien Lowe scored 1 goal already in the South there. And I sent off him play. Make that sink in.
That not sinking to me still.
Oh yeah, what? You can't eager to talk football like this.
That not sinking.
Yeah. No, but tell you the type of league.
You're gonna use Damien Lowe scoring a goal in Saudi Arabia to make a point.
I mean, the league where I play.
Centre back.
The league where I play now. Look when the league where Richard King play in score. It's going at the JP.
It's up to you. Jamaica football get picked off a friend thing, brother. As you just said, it's a conflict of interest based on your discussion.
Yeah,
you and none and the low them a sip Rasta juice. You just said that.
T-Gat sound like Gary Neville.
Yeah. I'm not gonna tell you.
Yeah, T-Gat. You sound like Gary Neville who I work with Ineos. That's what you're saying. You're not talking about the issue really, and you're talking about the fact he's a fan of Damien Lowe. If he play good football, of course he deserves to get him credit, but you can't talk that man.
Tackle and say, if we look at Damien Lowe's stats when he come on to the Saudi and the last game, if you look at his stats, the man have 5 tackles, you understand, 42 pass, 3 fouls and then something. If you look at the man stats when he come on to the league where he play, to the league where my
How much red card?
How much red card to the league where I play?
Yeah.
No. He get about 3 red cards.
So what that?
You see, he got hesitate to call out the red card part, and then me just say Damien Lowe is a walking red card, and you ask me how much red card Damien Lowe get for
the national team.
He might try come
for the national team.
Damien Lowe is not. Me not call Damien Lowe walking red card just for the national team. Damien Lowe is a walking red card in his entire footballing career.
Brother, King not have over Damien Lowe.
You
understand? I don't know if they try to talk for King.
He's more composed. He's more composed as a player.
No, I don't know if they try to talk for King to him get a national contract out there, but King not ready for the national team, brother. I tell you that straight.
So the games where he play, the few games where he play, you know see nothing where man do good. Nothing at all.
No, Rasta, I don't know.
No, Rasta, me about
Richard King just scored a brilliant free kick. So
I no, Richard King. Man. Listen, Richard King just play for Richard King just play a 2-game tie, Trinidad. And everybody say, oh, don't look at those 2 games. Him never stand out. Him lost.
But Richard King wasn't in those games to stand out, T-Gat.
I mean, of course.
Richard King was in the game to play centre back.
But he was playing centre back. He never stand out as a defender. Never look at other players.
So you tell me,
never look at the 30.
So what did Richard King need to do? T-Gat, what did Richard King need to do in those games for you to stay a standard?
Them a look from the 34-year-old youth for calling at the side. That Richard King. Them want to call the 34-year-old youth. Richard King at the side.
Who is that? Can't come like you make up things.
The one was playing center mid. The one who scored the goal, Makala. The 34, I never look for.
See, Kyle says King is cool, calm, collective.
We're not talking about cool, calm, collective. The man Makala, out of the 2 games they just play a while ago. The game where they play, and Makala name them Makala. Makala name. You know you're Tariq Maggi, you know you're Richard King, you know you're Makala.
So if Makala not call
you know my last minute. Go ahead, T.
Yeah, brother. He's the only one that stand out. We stand out in the people's eyes in the two games.
Which
Who that
people
talk about
then?
Richard?
Which people then?
Everybody we are calling for
The
McCallum.
last memory me have of McCallum is a Trinidad midfielder making a turn and McCallum get up off of the surface with a mouth full of grass.
Brother,
That's the
everybody
last memory I have of McCallum playing for Jamaica.
Everybody are talking about McCallum.
When we
True
talk about
Tegan.
McCallum.
We call Tegan
Good evening.
fanboy.
Good evening, Jay Taylor.
Big of yourself, Qatar.
I think the big up the other panelists. I think the Oxford Dictionary we need to call for it right now. The word everybody. I am not calling for Sule Makala.
Me neither.
Not even know him, sir.
So you have 4 people on a panel, Tiga, that you're the only one. So you're already striking at like 1%.
And then I'm going to go even further. When I was in the stadium, the people them say, this is all right, we're good, because none of them man there now go there near the national side. Okay? So
Hold on. Including Richard King? Are you saying Richard King not supposed to go near the national team?
Let me repeat.
No, I want to know. I want JT to know and R&R to know. Are you saying that Richard King not allowed to go near the national team?
He's already
Are you saying
in
that
the team.
publicly?
He's already in the team.
You are very good at shouting, but very bad at listening. I've said, I sat in the Arnett Garden Stadium. I watched 96 minutes of football. Well, something looked like football. And at the end, the entire stand where I was sitting in was like, yeah, man, it's all right. Because them man and all of them here on the national side. None of them. That them said. None of them. Good. So I am quoting verbatim. They didn't say none of them for the national side, except what you want from a international defender with several caps is that we could keep a blasted clean sheet against Trinidad and Tobago. In case you didn't know. That's what you need in order for you to stand out. Marshal the defense to keep 2 clean sheets. That's the minimum ask. Right? And that defense included the second and third string goalkeepers from the A team.
Hold on. Can I put up this comment? Okay, JT, have to pull up this comment. In this comment, football guru said Phillips, King, Wade, McGee, Ainsworth, and a Mount Pleasant player will be in the squad. Football guru, I believe you know, because you work with JFF, Rasta. So I believe you. Guru, I believe you, brother, because you work, as far as you and Cranky concerned, Cranky say you work with JFF, so they believe you. I'll take those names. I'll take down those Cataract, take down those names. You write them down. Phillips, King, Wade, Maggie, Ainsworth, and a Mount Pleasant player.
It means that we have not learned
nothing at all.
Lesson.
We not learn.
Under 17. And
we not learn.
Jay Taylor to come back. You
we
clowns. You guys are clowns. Okay, football guru, you're a clown. I need to ask Jay Taylor if I can cuss some bad word, right?
You can't do that. You cannot do that.
What you don't know, I can't do that on sports DTM. But we know sports proper say a bad man show.
Okay.
You understand? A pastor this and Isla that and them something there. Isla talk about the English and them something there. But let me say this. Jamaica will not progress to a World Cup unless our selection policy is centered around selecting the best players available that comprise a team regardless of their place of birth, their race, their skin color, how them chat. Is just the football talk. Plain and simple. There is no, that is how we will get to a World Cup. No other way. No, none. All these machinations, which we told ourselves, boy, this team, the under 17, them don't have no under 20, they don't have no time for train, them just come together. That this squad, if my memory serves me correct, them had them together since they were under 15. I want a proper report from Mr. Speed, the man who doesn't report. Right? Because if we had the report from the last under 17, executive summary or whatever, it's like the Integrity Commission. But okay, I hold up a report for brother, just leg on the report, make the people them read and make up their mind. You understand? We did not know what the lessons that were to be learned, what are the things that were to be implemented. We don't know if that was done. We don't know nothing from the last one. All we know will fail again. And let me tell you, J. Taylor, at this point in time, I'm asking permission to this to turn into a big man show where we can hold a big man reasoning and we can use
No, we
big,
were doing that.
Well,
no,
Taylor,
hold on, man.
I want him to
You say, excuse me. Right,
Excuse
J.
me,
Taylor. So
excuse
let me
me.
conclude.
What
You're
is
not
he got
excused.
said?
I don't know
want
what
him
he's
put
saying.
up some name Football Guru just put up so we can screenshot it and have it down.
You don't say
Guru at 623.
You don't say rude. I am asking something.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
We come talk about Football Guru and him name them, girl them. Look, Taylor, I'm asking to be able to use unparliamentary language, bar language, regarding my feelings about this under 17 tournament.
Okay, go
So
ahead.
this is not for kids. So if you can't hold one big man reasoning, white rum and orange juice. The can't hold a big man, don't come on. I fuck them keep up, bad man. And at the same effort them keep up last time, go behind a closed door. Don't come back and share with the public the technical report that came back from the last failed under 17 or under 20. And we're back again failing. I am saying to you, Taylor, we must be loud. Anyway, Mr. Speed.
I don't think Cataract this time. I think as me and Tigat was speaking about this. I think they did do better with the preparation this time.
No,
I
because
think the
preparation was the excuse. So I am going to tell you something. Preparation was the excuse. So let me tell you what the thing is. Because I'm an analyst. So let me tell you. At the under 17 and under 20 level, contrary to the belief of the head of the technical committee, the chairman of the technical committee, Jamaica is not bigger, faster, stronger, or better than no bomber class Central American team. That is the plain truth. Much less the world. You are fooling your effing self. I don't
That's
know
not what they used to be, because it's not faster, stronger.
No. I'm saying I am using a quotation that we were told that at this level, we are better than or equal to any team in the world. You don't remember that? And it is that when you get now to the over age now that there is a difference. So let me tell you what the fundamental problem is. No All-Star Manning Cup and the Costa Cup team. Don't care how military go and run around the island and tough about the people's head with a bag of Wenogosa can qualify for any World Cup.
But they did that before.
No.
That happened in the past.
Hold on. You hold on right there, sir. Hold on right there, sir. When the teams qualified, the landscape of football was different. FIFA is putting more money into FAs or MAs as they call them. There are developmental programs throughout the world. So there's a trying to level the playing field. You understand? So El Salvador get money, Guatemala get money, Nicaragua get money, Belize get money, Mexico get money, Costa Rica get money, Panama get money. And the truth is, we are lucky we end up a face
St. Lucia and Cayman Islands.
No, man. That's just for fool with. We lucky we never buck up on Panama and Costa Rica because we'd have gotten a shellacking. Now, here we go. And I'm not going to be hard on the young man. But somebody selected that goalkeeper. Somebody looked around and said that this goalkeeper is technically
No, they
complicate.
were looking for a goalkeeper at one point in a cataract. I've heard from people in the U17 program. They thought that the goalkeeper position was weak
They
going
could
into the tournament.
never have been looking for a goalkeeper, right? So let me tell you why. And then we are going to be real here in this show.
And bringing T got them too as well. So
Yeah, man, I'm going to bring in T-Gat. And we're not talking about no 7 man we are at today. So we are talking about the youth them right now.
Yeah, man.
Jay Taylor.
Talk, man. We are learning.
Jay Taylor. The basis of how the Jamaican squads are selected. And if you remember the last show we were on, a stopper brother. I think it's Paul, and tell him don't come with that. This belief that you find a set of local player, domestic players on the island, and then you add to it, cannot work. It don't work. That is what we do over.
this is not how this team was built, Cataract.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
this team was
Let
more
me
built
allow
around
me. Allow
players
me.
from the
Allow me.
United States,
Allow
right?
me,
T got
allow
the
me,
mostly
allow
players
me.
from the United States that Freddie Butter them put together.
And I'm gonna come here again. That's what I'm saying. They then expanded it to the USA, and they were having some things where some people are from outside the JFF have put up some money, and people are flying who can fly in them kids. All good. So let me tell you where I am now. Freddie Butler did their Arsenal. Anthony Grant did their own Freddie Butler. So them and they are brethren, them know each other, them know everybody. So I don't have this. Freddie Butler lied on a interview that was given. I asked, while you're doing this in the United States, are you going to England to do similar camps for those persons of Jamaican heritage who are eligible, who would want to represent Jamaica, to evaluate those talents and have a holistic recruitment so that they can get passports, just in case Simon Preston is in the thing saying, oh, you can't represent Jamaica if you don't have a passport. Right? You see all them kind of dunce reason there, brother? That is what it leads to. We were told that we were going to have a similar camp as in Miami. Similar time and effort spent. Bibi Gardner, I can't remember who else. Other those people who are up there would have put the camp together. And we could have looked at the academy talents in the England, which is the #1 league in the world. So I can't be looking at the number 10 league and leave out the #1 league. I have done my own little personal research. So I'm going to ask, I put this question out here for everybody. Freddie Butler, even if you never get to go to England, you are an ex-Chelsea, you are part of the ex-Chelsea machinery. How come you couldn't find the 5? Well, I think there's 7, but I don't know about the great-grandfather thing, but there are 7 players of Jamaican heritage in the under-18 Chelsea setup. Oh, you couldn't find them. Even if you never go nowhere else, this is where you have technical contacts. You've been a part of Chelsea. You could take up the phone and make one phone call.
Freddie Butler was a part of Chelsea.
Yeah, the Chelsea setup. You never know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Come in, T-Got.
Forward
Just,
to
all right.
and then we are go further. But let me forward.
Yeah, more you go further because more you answer. You were talking first of all. You were saying that the goalkeeper,
So I'm
goalkeeper.
So I'm saying that
there
are goalkeepers in England. Let me just say that there are goalkeepers in England
that could have represented the country.
There are goalkeepers in England of Jamaican heritage.
That could have represented the country. That had a passport that could represent the country. May I ask you?
I'm answer about Bumbleclad passport, dog. Bad man. No, but a player doesn't start out with a passport. I keep telling you guys that. It starts out by contact being made. You evaluate them and say, okay, I want it to be a part of the process. Get your papers, sort out yourself. This is
okay, and I'm gonna be fair, you know. There were, like, for example, this young man, I think his name is this youngster at Aston Villa, right? Him scoring like 3 goals a game. He's a striker, Jamaican. The scout who's Jamaican at Luton Town got in touch with the parents We spoke to the parent. After the kid, the mother said, okay, we think the player would want to play for Jamaica. When he went back, he said, we're gonna talk to the club. They told the kid at Aston Villa that playing for Jamaica right now won't help your career. We don't think it's a good idea. You have to keep these things into consideration, that they are not looking at Jamaica and sending some of these youths as a plus for them. They're telling this kid, listen, focus on your club and focus on potentially playing for England. So I also have to be fair to Freddie Butler and them, that a lot of these youths too, the clubs are not encouraging them to play for Jamaica, bro.
Drawbreaks. You are 100% correct. And Arnett Gardens isn't encouraging people who could play for St. Lucia and Jamaica to go and play for St. Lucia. That's counterintuitive. So the clubs are doing what they're supposed to do,
people.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
which is keeping players able to represent England, right? Because that makes a player have a better value. So
Yes.
it's better for a club to become an English international than a Jamaican international. Your value, your transfer.
Let me just hit a plug. Let me just hit a plug. People, we have 150 people watching right now. People, please hit the like button on the video. Please hit the like button. Big up yourself, Conrad, Mr. Man, Dan, Football Guru, Mr. Galaxy, Johnny Powell. Big up yourself, Onique White, 20. What that? 2,200 or 2,200. Hit the like button on the video, people. Thank you very much. Continue.
Big up everybody except Football Guru. Yeah. So back to what I'm saying. So
Hold
therefore,
on. The Football Guru, big up yourself, Rasta.
big up everybody.
Football Guru, big up yourself. Football
You guys
Guru.
look like him afraid of Football Guru, you know. I walk on.
Big up
Football
every
Guru,
man,
big up
every
Football
woman
Guru.
in the chat except Football Guru and the man. Me no beg friend.
What are the afraid of Football Guru? You guys.
People might look for
Look at T-Cat, look at Football Guru, body him up so much.
Listen, Football Guru and Cranky have it out wickedly, brother. And me not intend for them fight the Rasta.
Yeah.
That can go on. You understand?
So that's why you jump in. So let me get to what. So you have to be strategic. So if I were Fred Butler, I would be approaching Chelsea, the academy at Chelsea. Previous Hardgrimson had a link. The team at Hardgrimson had a link with people at they call the place, I'm afraid. John Wall. Then they have the link with the people in Brentford and the Scandinavian coach there Brentford, don't? Yeah. And then Scandinavian coach there Leeds, Daniel Fark and them. So them have, you have to do. But in academies, at Charlton, for example, you have Jason Ewell. I think he coaches the women youth team, but it's still a technical staff, right? At West Brom, you have Dean Burton. At Port Vale, you have Darren Moore. Big man.
Those people need to come in and get to the youth program. That's me I talk about. Bringing those people for the youth program. Continue.
No, I'm saying that those are the people that I would approach. You have big man there, so as the ambassador for Brentford, Marcus Gale. You have enough. You have several. You have Ricardo Full at Stoke. Now you say to them, look here, is there anybody in your academy or cataract database say with this, or our great scouting tell with this, but forward some youth. You can't tell me Dean Burton I look for youth and say don't come play for Jamaica. Fooling is that. You cannot tell me that. You cannot tell me that Wes Morgan at Leicester in the Leicester setup. Wes Morgan going to people and say, yo, don't play for the country with me, captain, you know. Because around this one good. All when things were bad in their days, Wes Morgan, them man, they are stand up, man. So we have to think strategically because nobody's coming to hand the players to us. We should have gone to England and had a camp. I know them are both. You could have picked 50 players over one international break and say, listen, Darren Moore's team versus Dean Burton 22. Like an all-star game. And look at them. Get them in the black, green, and gold. The
See, man,
same.
Bertha, 1 second, Kata. Bertha, now you come with your madness. Marian God is not picking the under 17 team, brother. So, I don't know how Marian Garden drop it.
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know.
The man them have a style where every team pick a Jamaica, Marian Gardner pick the team.
You have a style where Marian Garden turn you a friend. Yeah, Marian Garden.
No, Marian Garden. I never met Marian Garden in my life, but Cataract, you have to be fair. You know, Shanna Marian Gardner pick the under 17
This
team.
have nothing to do with Marian Garden. This don't have anything to do with Marian Garden. Please. It does that. Jamaica people, it does not. But once again, we have. So that's dealing with the player side. So if I were doing the next under 17, right as this off season go, me that get Darren Moore, me that arrange with Port Vale, because they have reasonable facilities. They're not going to overcharge because Port Vale is not the biggest club in the world, right? But they have decent facilities. Or West Bromwich Albion, where Burton is. Because we have played at West Bromwich Albion before. We have a relationship with West Bromwich. The clubs that we have a relationship, Jamaica does. Queen's Park Rangers, West Brom Albion, Leicester City. Remember the women then they go to Leicester City go play and Leicester they all lend with them technical staff. Remember that? Taylor?
Yeah.
Remember when the thing that go bad and Leicester say, here's some people, we will be the substitute. Masseuse and substitute, physio and substitute, this and that, when the girls did have the crisis. So I find it hard to believe that Leicester gave us all that support when we had an international, right? And then Leicester is going to say, yo, don't play for them. Nah, not quite. So, but I believe that that's how you start the squad. So the same intensity that you're recruiting in America and looking in America is the same intensity you have to recruit in the UK and the same intensity you recruit.
That I agree with. That I agree with. And I believe that the recruitment was very one-sided. It was more North America, Jamaica. And
it's not North America, it's USA. Because nobody now recruit at Canada. They don't look at Canada.
I didn't like that. It was just USA, Jamaica, and we left out all the other potential Jamaican talents around the world.
It's just Miami.
And I feel like that's what separated Jamaica from going to this World Cup. I think 5 more cutting edge players would have held up much more against El Salvador, combined with what we had. So I think the recruitment was part of the. I do think they did a good job with preparation, but the recruitment failed in the under 17 this go around. I think the recruitment failed.
Remember, recruitment always fails. Remember when the under 20, the best recruitment we had that led us to next level, and me and Devon Port and our group and many things. We had him cost whole night sometime. But I give him credit for Dexter Lendicus. But when they come to me, Dexter say, yo, move it.
Something shift up with the audio a while ago, Cataract.
African.
Yes,
and that he was persistent about the recruitment of Dexter. Right? Now, if you need a goalkeeper, when the under 20 didn't need a goalkeeper, you know. And through the back door, them come to Cataract and say, yo, help this. They want a striker and they wanted a goalkeeper. And I put Connor Boyce Clark and the youth Tyler Roberts from Wolverhampton. I may put them two names on the drawing board. Right? To the point where the man never even know about loan system. Because when me tell the man them say Boyce Clark, the man tell me say the man I play pick up football in the Bush League. I said, brother, the man gone on a 1 month loan to play big man football at St. Albans. They never even understood that. That regularly academy players go on these short-term loans. They're not tied to the same window. You know, the signing window, they're not tied to that. So they can go up on a 1 month in November for big up their development or to help them come back from an injury. Yeah. Jamari Clark, I think was Devon. I never have nothing to do with Jamari Clark. Not my favorite footballer. I didn't think he would cut it. He's now back playing in the same league as Anthony Grant, but I hope him get back a step and I hope him come into the league too and make a professional career. And then there was Bradley, the youth from Chelsea, the defender. So overall, I believe when we have recruited players from England, it has not really been the JFF. It's been other people who have been leading that charge. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They need to put a program in place where there's a official chief scout and various ambassadors. They have too many former players at various levels. Too many.
You are right about recruitment, JT. That's what El Salvador did. They did no preparation. About a month before the tournament, they just went to the US and pick up some US-born players, says Franklin Young. Yeah, I think Freddie Butler got lazy because I heard from some people in the UK, some top scouts who wanted to help Jamaica, and they spoke to Freddie Butler, and they said Freddie Butler just don't even reply to them or just was nonchalant about the process. One person said to me, JT, I look at Freddie Butler um WhatsApp story, and we just see Freddie Butler with some picture just a play domino and probably drinking him red stripe while he should be preparing and coming to England to meet with the parents of someone.
Idiot.
Yeah, so
What about Jamaica that money for fly UK player? You dump him at? Brother, but don't come with the foolishness right about now, because nobody talk about fly the players here. We said they should have the camp in England. Listen with your ears, clean out your ears. But we had money to fly under 17 players go to Turkey. So Melshire Walker, tell me how is it more expensive to fly to Turkey or is it more expensive to fly to UK? Just asking for a friend.
yeah,
Brother,
yeah, the recruitment.
Taylor, recruitment, paperwork, passport, selection. It's called a business process. The business process doesn't start with, you have a passport. It doesn't start there. It starts with recruitment. This is Jamaica, land of 2.9 million. We kill 1,600 people, murder them 1,600 a year. We have big batty girl, good ganja, which you can't smoke. When you come to stadium, you got hear some cartel. Some people are going to beat some Dutch pot cover. You have some marching band with Kyle pay for, and them are in a stand, I beat some drum. Yeah. And we have 3 million other Jamaican worldwide. When you play for Jamaica, like Dion Burton, your name will keep getting called. When you play for England, you will do your time and then you'll become like Raheem Sterling. Them start cussing off and all them something there. You will be like Kyle Walker. Look how the man might deal with Kyle Walker. You get people who go and speak. I can tell you.
Hear this comment here, Catara. Dapper agency players not the problem. Catara coaches strategy is the issue. When we meet top teams in CONCACAF, the teams could have 15 English players and the result will be the same. I don't agree with that.
I don't agree with that, but
I don't agree with that.
It's a less nonsensical, but I can reason where that is concerned.
Yeah. I think players is important.
Upper agent, players important. Coaching is also important because when you have to coach better players who come from better academies, who you're not teaching them for control a ladder, you can have more time on tactical preparation. But preparation was not the problem. I went up to UTech, I went up to UE, and saw some game that they had against some local club side. Bro, these youth had the best This was the best prepared
team. I've seen the U17 team. I think it was the best prepared. I said that earlier. I don't think preparation was the problem here. I think it was the lack of manpower to get us over the edge. I believe the mix they didn't get, but no, I said they see what could work. No, they had a good. They say what 10 more of these players can play in another World Cup qualification.
The same is gonna happen.
You
The
keep those
same
10.
thing is gonna happen. I'm not saying discard them. I'm saying immediately, because it's every year is the qualifiers, right? Good.
Mhm.
Develop, get a team, a core of players who are in England. Bring this team up there for a little camp and for a mini camp and start the recruitment process, bro. People don't. There's a thing in marketing. If you don't know sales, there's a difference between a cold call
Yeah, and a
and a
lead.
warm lead. Ah, see that man don't know chopping, Taylor. They don't know lead shit. So you need a lead sheet, JFF. You don't need a
And
lead
lead
sheet.
sheet, lead sheet
Yeah.
is already proving that there's positive
Ah,
signals there.
yes, my dog. We know so that you just eat patty every day. We see him wrong at the Jamaican shop. He might buy D&G ginger beer soda. Him not buying Vimto or Ribena. You know what I said? Yo, we see him drive him car or we hear some cartel a beat out of the car. Big man thing.
Horace Lynn said Jamaica U-17 to lose to that midget El Salvador team is just unforgiving. We let go of the financial windfall, a great future for many of these players. They would have get at least a draw. Yeah, and I think that Jamaica needed some money in the kitty. This would have been a good tournament to pump some money in the youth programs and show some progress. I think this sets us back another 4 years again. I think this. Thank God the World Cup is every year now, the U17, but it set us back at least 2 years. We should have been there. There's no reason for Haiti, a country that's going through a civil war right now, where people can't even live in their home. Big up yourself, Corey. Send your YouTube. Send me your YouTube. Yeah, man, never do that. Guru, lick your head. So yeah, so I think a country like Haiti who's struggling with civil war. There's
Well,
no reason.
barbecue around the place.
Yeah, I do barbecue.
Barbecue around the place.
Someone named barbecue around Haiti, and Haiti is qualifying for our U17 World Cup, and Jamaica was considered a stable democracy in the Caribbean and a sporting powerhouse.
Where
Jamaica
Haiti
can't
get
get
money
over
from?
the
Haiti have no money. So don't tell me nothing about that.
line. So
Right?
what is it a
Wait,
difference
wait.
where Haiti just had a better group, an easier group?
I don't know. But there's also something I want to say, really. And this is where I put on Freddie Butler. Tournament football is different from one-off matches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's just like it at the World Cup. When the Justin Gatlin used to run and bolt until you say, make him go and run up and down for the Diamond League. But when you come to the Olympics,
Yeah.
where you have to run the rounds,
Yeah.
it's a different strategy, right?
Yeah. You don't want to go too hard out of the blocks for your first heat. You just want to get the muscles turning over and qualify. The next heat, you probably want to up it a notch. You want to up it a notch and really start stretch the hamstring to really test how fast it can go. And then for your final two, and for the finals,
In the semi-final and finals.
for the semi-final and finals, you really start step on it, and then the finals, now you push yourself to that extreme max to see if you can run your best time.
all right. Remember in this last Olympics, our schoolgirl there, Tia Clayton, going to the semi-final and blister one personal best and smash her personal best, and everybody in Jamaica they go, yeah, go on,
Too early. It's too early.
Too early, bro.
You can't peak too early.
You can't peak twice.
Yeah.
You can't peak
too early.
twice. And because of that, you can't peak too early. So Jay Taylor is saying the same thing. We're not disagreeing.
Yeah.
When we do boxing and match, you have to train yourself to peak on fight night. You can't peak at the weigh-in, brother. So, did we need 10 nil? Did we need? So, for me, the signs were ominous. So, people tell you that attack wins games, defense wins tournaments and championships. When I saw us concede a goal to St. Lucia, you notice I'm never come out hype or nothing. I said, we just get what the duck get.
I said that we're not gonna
When we
qualify.
concede a goal against Cayman, we get what the duck get. Because if you can't keep a clean sheet against the minnows, you're not going to keep a clean sheet against a competitive rival where something is on the line. Some members of Cayman knows for them out there competition, so they're not playing for none. No, listen, this is a madman.
Yeah, people, remember to hit the like button on the video, people. 148 of us here watching right now. Please hit the like button on the video. We're just warming up at the channel for this year, you know. So let's get back up there, people. Let's get back up there. Hit the like button and let's get this.
Hit the like button.
How much? We're 100 likes on the video yet?
No, man, 80.
80. Let's get 100 likes on the video, people. That's what.
Come on.
Let's get 100 likes. We're only at what? 80 likes on the video. Come on, we need 20 more people to hit the like button. Now let's just get it over the line to 100 likes, people. Come on, we need 20 more people
who don't bad mind. 20 people who don't bad mind, just touch the like button, please.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
And bad mind, please.
We've done 2 hours already, people. We've done 2 hours and we haven't hit 100 likes on the video. That is absurd.
Yeah, man.
Come on.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. I now watch the news tonight. I just go on. Dally with the item because we are looking for solutions.
Dapper agency, good point, Cataract. Look at the Jamaican woman track and field. We have the top 3 women in the world, but we are unable to win gold because the coach is messed up with the strategy.
It's strategy, man. It's strategy, Dapper agent. Thank you. Respect you, my youth. And respect to Wilbert Moore, you know. So I believe immediately. Same sort of part-time business, but I believe a coach Fitzroy Simpson in England. You understand? Marcus Gale, you could put them in charge of the team, and then Freddie Butler does his thing in America. You get what I'm saying? And then the two come together, and then we funnel down the best that we have down on the island in Jamaica. Will be real. But any team we make up with a bag of schoolboy, you're going to get it, bro. Because these youth from El Salvador, Guatemala, Costa Rica, Panama, they are not playing no school football. Them in a serious academy are trained. They are on a production line for Los Ticos. You understand? They are on a production line for L3 in Mexico. So they are not kicked. They are not. It really gets into me because I watch Burnley. I play. Who Burnley did I play the weekend? Yeah, but Burnley did I play. And bro, the man have a 17-year-old from Gambia or something like that. I mean, I said, what it? The man that they play for him school, brother. The man that play in our championship. The little youth, a teenager, will score Minte, that's her name. Bournemouth in play for one of the MIN.
But isn't Fitzroy Simpson Paul Hall's agent? Isn't he an agent? He's an agent.
Yeah, he's an agent.
How is he gonna coach a team if he's an agent?
Yeah, but you can't give up your agency. You can't give up your agent to be a coach.
You think he's gonna give up his agency to coach Jamaica, Cataract?
Go to the World Cup?
I don't think so. I'm not buying that. I don't think Fitzroy Simpson is gonna give up being an agent to coach Jamaica.
Okay.
U-17.
All right, I withdraw that then. Let me say.
I thought you did say Dean Burton.
No, Dean Burton, I gave him a job at West Brom. But I would have part-time arrangement with Dean Burton.
Yeah. For at least one stint.
Yeah. I think we made a mistake when we announced Steve McLaren as the head coach, and we had the opportunity back when my boy when my boy was chipping out, we should have appointed what name?
Football guru
Darren.
say you're fantasizing cataract.
But I'm not being in my fantasy, you know. I'm not being in my fantasy. Yeah, brother. But schoolboy. You see, me I tell you, say, brother, Taylor, remember one day I tell you, say, there are people in Jamaica who believe with them heart.
Yeah, that the schoolboys are better.
Say KC can go and work up and win the other 17 World Cup. But believe that, you know, brother. Them talking, you know, like when them are playing the dominoes and drink red stripe. Yeah. But it better than El Salvador. Well, let me tell you what I saw. I saw a match in which we did not dominate the El Salvadorians. We did not dominate the El Salvadorians. We were not better than the El Salvadorians individually. But guess what, football guru? You are so dunce that you don't understand that football is not a 100-meter sprint. It's a team sport. So you can be better individually, but not better collectively. You understand? So change your name to 100-meter guru, not football, because you don't understand football. That's why Jamaica had problems with the relays for so many years. People like China and Japan who train all together have smooth baton passes because having the 4 fastest people in the world, first, second, third, fourth, don't guarantee that you're going to win the 4x1 because you can't get the stick around. Oh, the man gone to better than potential. So tell me something, football guru. Tell everybody, because now I don't chat to you, but Taylor said I must be polite. The El Salvadorian goalkeeper have more, the Jamaican goalkeeper have more potential than the El Salvador goalkeeper. Let's start there. People in the chat, we watch the game. The goalkeeper for Jamaica, he has more potential than the El Salvador goalkeeper. Let me go back again. The goalkeeper was better individually than the El Salvador goalkeeper. Let's talk about that. Let's chop it up. Football guru, you nonsensical quat. Huh? Huh? Yo, on the fling some buckle, part. Long time when I buckle somebody. Please, me I beg the man them fling the buckle. Hey, buckle, yeah. Fling some buckle for a football guru. You don't know nothing about team. You come talk about individually better. This comedian, Taylor, help me. Wasn't this team for the last 2 years kept together, brought together regularly in Miami, down at Horace Burrell Center? Oh, some gunshot in the head, man. That for reach you. Right? This team, we can always depend on Dean Fraser. Dean Fraser always buy a case of champagne when he go apart. Taylor, you know nobody will buy a case of champagne when they go a party. And Dean Fraser, that's enough.
Yeah.
Look, you create a red stripe on foot. Nobody don't buy back number there, so they create a red stripe on key. As you say, buckle. And Dean Fraser.
I work with the buckle service. People, we need 7 more likes on the video.
Service.
7 more likes on the video, people, to get to 100. 7 more likes on the video.
You know, hit the like button. Hit the like button right. You just forward. Hit the like button. Hit the like button right before that. Yeah, man. You need that punk in your head, man. Onique White, Dean Fraser, everybody, we saw it. We're not individually better than. No. We're not. And the signs are ominous for the senior team. Why I say that is because it's the same methodology are in people's mind. Bill aside with the best players in the JPL and add 1 and 2 Englishman, 1 and 2 foreign man, Englishman. Yeah, 3 of them, maybe 4, like 98, and we're good. So that's ominous. It's also ominous where we feel we have a sense of entitlement that we done qualify already. You see me, J. Taylor? That's how we are going with the senior men. Yo, Mexico, Canada, US gone through, so we must go through. That's the same thing we said. Yo, every team is every year it keeps, so Jamaica must go there every year. See, another year we still don't have a yard. Oh, shut up. Shut up, football guru. You're nuts, man. You know, so if I just have spelling error still. But have a this here. Football go. Because it's not a go, it's a go. If we just ask you a question, was the goalkeeper individually better than the El Salvador goalkeeper? And back a licking at your head for the foolishness you chat. I'm not blaming the kid, right? But the defender who tried to clear the ball and sit him, you have to clear the ball on the line, not when the ball is in the goal. You saw that, Taylor?
Yeah. The goalkeeper was
But
suspect.
no, but the goalkeeper was suspecting. But when the youth now for clear the ball, him look on it all the way till the ball reach in at the net and then him a kick it out.
That's a bit too late. If we
That's
are
a bit too late. But
individually
it's not
better,
his fault, you know. It's not his fault.
if we are individually better, how did we lose the game? They always trick us by giving us easier opponents first to have us believe the team is good, says Dapper Agent. I just think, and Jamaica is not going to be in part one next qualifiers. We're going to have to play United States or Canada. So it's not, so we actually really miss a trick on this one. The
Yes,
next tournament's going to be,
it's us up for next tournament.
eh? It's going to be much difficult, the next tournament for Jamaica.
No, so Wilbert asked me to give it one sentence. My one sentence is elite players must represent Jamaica. Elite players must represent Jamaica, regardless of any other consideration. And there have been elite players who have come out of Jamaica. Andre Blake is an elite defender. Boz is a decent forward, right? But he has played at an elite level. So players who are playing at an elite level must don the black, gold, and green. That's the solution. So I don't have.
But Ketterak, how would I think the preparation would have been much different if we got players from England as well, because we know it's a bit tricky with clubs releasing some of those youths at certain period of time as well.
Academy. These are academy.
Yeah,
players.
academies.
But Taylor, don't swallow the Kool-Aid. Remember when was it Hardrimson who had the tournament against Trinidad? Dante Casanova got released. Delana Splatt got released. Omari Hutchinson got released. Tyler Roberts got released. And these are players from different clubs. All kind of different clubs.
Dexter
Lambekisa got released. So they were at 6 different clubs and 6 different players got released. So don't tell me that. These are academy players. These are not first team players. The only player that didn't get released was Kanaya Boyce Clark. I remember he was in the Reading team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Jamaica football is like a cheating girlfriend. Build your expectation and up and break your heart. I can't take the heartbreak. Time for me to cut.
Well, I don't know what expectation. I had no expectation. Even though this me never jump up and down, more than
I didn't either.
I never jump up. From the goal going against St. Lucia, I'm like,
Yeah.
But where the coach has to take responsibility is if you have to qualify for a World Cup and only a draw, then your posture has to be a defensive posture. The posture has to be, first, let us keep a clean sheet. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Worse, when you get to 1-1, you can't go chasing the game. You have to hold your shape, clog up the middle, 9 and 10 man behind the ball, defend.
Your mic is muted. Yeah, you muted yourself, Cataract.
Oh, I don't know where you heard from. So I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm saying the coach has to take responsibility because when you go into a match only needing a draw to qualify for a World Cup, right, shows some coaching deficiencies because you are supposed to set up defensively. Your tactic should be do not concede a goal. If you don't concede, you're gone through. Right? So you have to be playing not to concede. Then, if you do concede, you play it to level back. You get back to 1-1. Everything must be 10 man behind the ball. Hold your defensive shape. Defending banks of 3 and 4, bank of 4, bank of 4, bank of 4. You understand?
I know you don't really go in a plan for what I'm say Gungo line. All right. But I think this coming from Football Guru, I have to agree. He says, JT, the preparation would have been better if our U17 played international friendlies against teams like El Salvador instead of US lower level U teams. I agree. I think we didn't get the exercise we needed, the international exercise to really stretch the team to really know how we're gonna do.
No, J. Taylor. And don't make the old hypocrite catch you.
Yeah.
Remember, these were the teams that we in the previous years we sent away to tournaments. Remember, good man? I think it's Turkey, and then they go somewhere up in Scandinavia when they were under 17 or under 15.
Oh, this was the under 17 team. Didn't go to Turkey now. Some under 18 with Lenny Hyde them.
Yeah, but it's some of these same players. If you're under 17, you're under 18.
Yeah, but it wasn't so much. A lot of those players though were from like schoolboy football in Jamaica.
Oh God!
No, I'm telling you, Cataract. A lot of these guys were from the schoolboy system in Jamaica. Who was too old to play under 17. That's why they brought that team there.
When you went to the tournament in Scandinavia.
Oh, that's the Malmo Cup, the U15.
Yes. Right, they went there.
Yeah, I will be at the Malmo Cup this summer as well.
Some of those guys were when we went into Dominican Republic on the 4th, and we were telling and hyping up people about how good the chances were a couple of years ago. So this is not no brand new team put together. There have been players added and players cut and players come, but some of these players have had international experience. Didn't under 17s play Trinidad? Under 17, did we play Trinidad under 17 in some sort of exchange when they go down there and people are complaining about the conditions?
Yeah. So I'm gonna take one phone call here from one of your brethren, Cataract. Go ahead, Mr. Paul.
One.
Yeah.
As usual.
Yes, he's here.
Yeah.
Why everyone can come out and talk over the Jamaica under 17 program? Can you hear me?
Yeah, he's hearing you, man.
No, he's going to come with the calm down.
What,
he's hearing you.
No, man, I say I don't want him having an heart attack. Why assessment about the feelings of the under 17 Cataract?
He asking my view of the feelings of the under 17.
That's what we're discussing on the show.
Sure.
So we thought you're calling in to make your point.
No, I'm not look on the YouTube on the WhatsApp thing.
Yeah, man, we've been on for 2 hours now, going into 2.5 hours.
Oh.
We have to go catch it on the replay.
Yeah, we'll catch it on the replay then.
No, I can't say what I have to say now. But,
yeah, go ahead.
But it looked to me that Jamaica sees like them things because the fact them beat the Cayman Island 8-love and St. Lucia 3-2 that El Salvador have a fall at the same league in terms of us roll over and just throw them things to Jamaica and just call unless they don't have a better team. But if you know St. Lucia, El Salvador, sorry. If you know anything about El Salvador is always a wicked team, you know. All of them must say Latino country. Them no soccer food gladly, if you know what I mean. And so, if you want them 3 points, I go work hard for it. Unfortunately, this time around, it was them never that give it up so easy because them two have an ambition in terms of qualifying for the World Cup, the Youth World Cup, the Under-17 World Cup. And I think, as I always say, a part of Jamaica challenge, them seem to think that somehow they are the only people in the world that play football, and they are the only people who have young youth who they want to qualify. And I want them make themselves available. Everybody knows just follow. I feel like something wrong with a reason there, with a understanding there. Them need to understand everybody have fighting power, and everybody have to put up as hard a fight as they can to qualify for any tournament that they make themselves available for. Based on me not watching match, but based on what I can see, I will hear from the people who watch it. I take them argument as a reasonable one. Is that Jamaica never particularly distinguish themselves.
You have to go watch a match, man. You have to go watch a match. The match is there on YouTube, Just go on the CONCACAF. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, never watch it.
You watch it.
Never watch it. Never watch it.
Watch it and make we catch up back and reason upon it again, here. Because and then me and you take it from there. And try sort out the internet one of them days so you can jump on the panels in.
Alright, yeah. Alright, never watch it.
Yeah, man. Do that. Continue, Cataract.
So it's always good to hear from a man who never watched a game, now watch a program. Always good. So, no, we are talking about. Big up. I never watch it.
Cataract, fill out the camera now, man. Fix your.
But at least you're honest. At least you're honest.
See yourself. Yes, yeah.
Get a little foot massage while it's go on it or so.
Yeah, man, but you can still adjust.
Yeah. So, I really believe there are some youngsters in there that can continue to matriculate, but I believe that we must have our most elite players. That is the bottom line. See how Stets, father Stets. So, our Central America minnows on paper. Belize is a minnow. That is true. But overall, I believe we must hear from the technical committee about this failure. You can't keep going to the youth tournaments, fail, don't come back, don't hold no post-match press conference to discuss these things. And then all you're going to hear for the next 10, 15 years, we were just one goal away from going to the World Cup. Oh my God. No, you failed. We know what the requirement was to qualify, and we failed to make those requirements. You understand? So it's not acceptable to me. I don't think it's acceptable. I believe that people must be held accountable. And I believe that because it's an annual cycle, then, oh God, Shalman, then you have to go in a grave, Shalman, because you're clearing that man, I've humble line, I get it. Scored 14 goals. Listen, Nitro, I am pleased that we scored 14 goals because many of our teams' goal scoring has been anemic. So I applaud the team for scoring 14 goals, but you have to score the 14 goals in the right way, the right time. I better we win 9-1 and come draw 2-2. Cygnus Media, somebody have their rule later. Bro, you can't say the girl no good unless you are the man who go lie down and sleep with her, yeah? Don't take your friend word for it. Who from this team going to be featured in Cavalier team or getting a look elsewhere? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if they didn't fight as much. I don't think these are fighting kind of players. They selected big up Shellman. They selected basically a lot more flair players. A couple of players are more technically better than I saw in the Manning Cup. So there was not a lot of fighting in there. You understand? Yeah, Sherman Scott. This match, Sherman Scott. Big and it loud, Cataract Sound versus Ricky Chupa, Sound Chupa. Round at Duane Park, Brook Valley in March. I'm going to give you the exact date. Sound Chupa versus Cataract. We're back. Yeah, man. Jerome, big up yourself. If you're there in Jamaica, come march, Just get my deposit. Cataract Sound Chupa. All who say with that, make sure you reach around a Brook Valley. That's for the thing there. And a big up bowler. Yeah, man. Thing loud and a bust the crowd. Eddie go now, check in. So Eddie, tell me what you feel like. You know what I mean? Tell me what you feel like. Where you take this? No, I answered you, about the sports psychologist. I said any team with ambition sports psychologist is as important as a physiotherapist. That's as part as the apparatus. You know what I mean? I don't know where the 14 players are. And those players have passport. So I don't know. I think they should be immediately formulated into an under 23 squad. That's my view, Tycoon. That is a great mystery. We have no, we don't. When we went to the Gold Cup, we had one. He's a Jamaican. He was a lecturer at the or a grad student at the University of St. Louis. So I saw a sports psychologist and I think we beat Trinidad that day. You know what I mean? We failed to beat Trinidad on that day. We beat Trinidad on that day. That day. But well, you don't think. Of course, the quota system is counterproductive. The recruitment should have begun in England, and along with the UK and along with Jamaica. Where I said, Tata, you know the badness. You know the badness. One Bobby Reds, one bowler. You know the badness. You know it come down. Wilbert, I think each national team should have it. Big up the ISF, Tito. It's as essential as a masseuse and a physiotherapist and a team doctor. It should be part of the technical makeup. Because football is also a mental sport. It's a mind game as well. You know what I mean? No states. I don't think the game plan was to draw the game. And as I said before, from I saw us concede a goal versus Cayman and St. Lucia, I was very concerned because in order to qualify for a tournament, people tell you, if you don't concede any goals, you make it out of the round. Big man thing. If you don't concede no goal, you make it out of the rounds. So, the inability to keep a clean sheet. Yes, a Tycoon. Look how red they're running. Big up show, man, them so too. You see what I say? Yeah, man. Where you say? Theater. Tycoon. Where you say? We played the other day over there, son. When I said De La Soul on the sound. De La Soul. I go over Brook Valley and I said De La Soul, you know. Yeah, De La Soul. You know, yeah, I say, yeah, but we know the ground, Tito. So the reasoning for me, as I said, I believe that a Dion Burton, a a Paul Hall, a Marcus Gale, one of those senior persons who's in the UK, former players, should be given charge of developing a elite squad of players for under 17 and under 20. And I tell you why. Yeah, you know the code, man. I tell you why. You have to understand that for me, I can't push up and tell you so I know all of the youth that can represent Jamaica. Because when you're talking about players for under 17, you're talking about minors. And therefore, there's little about their record that you can find. You understand? So this is not like looking for big man them. This is minors you're looking for. So you have to have a proper recruiting and scouting.
I think the under 20 team, Cataract, the under 20 team need to be UK driven. The under 20 team, you need to be a UK heavy under 20 team. I think if we're gonna do nothing, we need to have a UK heavy under 20 team. That's how I see it. That's where I see it, because we just tried the local base players with American contingent. It didn't work. U17.
So let me help the under 20. If the first name on the team sheet is not Roman Egan Riley, only not come back to me. You know who that is? I watched his brother play for Burnley. He's the centre back for Burnley. I might be even the captain. CJ Egan Riley. And every time I kept telling them about this youth, they kept telling me he's Irish. And I'm telling you, where it is now, based on the fact that it's not people's mother, number of the players can represent 2-3 countries.
Mm-hmm.
So CJ, who is the starting centre back from Burnley, Latimer know him well because he came through the Manchester City Academy. He's 22 years old. I think he's the captain of Burnley. Recruited to Burnley by Vincent Company. You know, Vincent is a Manchester City through and through. He has a younger brother who is at Tottenham Hotspur, who is 18, born 2006, and is eligible to represent Jamaica. So, I'm going to do my job. If you're going to start this up, then chat to me. Plus, they had 14 players from under John Wall. So, some of those players would still be eligible, right? Some of them, not all.
JT, we know that won't happen. John Wall got fired because he wanted. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I hope they learned. Jerome Waite pick up a team and go down one place 2 weeks in advance. And Jerome Waite's statement is coming back. As Jerome Waite says, I remember somebody asked Jerome Waite about the transfer window in the JP, and Jerome Waite is like, it's not like we have better players to choose from. You just
what you see is what you get.
Yeah, it's what you see is what you get. I hope I don't see a Jerome Waite or any one of those guys with the under 20 team. This, because that's all we have to look forward to now is the senior men's team. And Ketara, as I said, bro, if Jamaica don't qualify for this World Cup, I don't think I can be on YouTube talking about Jamaican football, hoping for another 4 years, brother. Like, we need something as fans. We need something, bro.
So let me tell you, if we don't qualify for this World Cup, if we lose any of those qualifying games at home, you have another decade of empty stadiums. Because remember, we are big fun, you know, we are people think I really something I'm doing. I think I went through this with you, Jay Taylor, to go to the match at Arnett. When me look at my bank account, brother, because I do this, I have 100 pack, you know. A little shibbles left with you, brother.
Yeah.
Because you know, so some man beg you and them I dust me leave it out 100 grand. If you just go watch one match.
Roman them sitting there.
No, but a man tell me say I lie me I tell. Taylor was $3,000 for your ticket, right? I know somebody think I can just push out my head back so. So as a team of 10, 6 man, 4 girl. That are $30,000 for ticket.
30,000. Yeah.
We go in, you can't carry in rum, so you buy and support the thing. 8 grand for a bottle of rum in this. We buy 2 bottle of rum, bottle of Campari, cranberry chaser. I think that couple boom, but cranberry are the chaser.
So you're already over 50-something thousand.
3 years at 24. Reach 50,000. By the time you do chase a cranberry, I 8 bills.
Yeah. So you're about 55,000.
No, a cranberry at 8 bills. About 6 cranberry at chase. So by the time you reach at 60 grand. I know the girl them want like a Wrigley's and them something there. Me no reach a pan chicken, man. Me never be shame in the bar, man, no chicken. A 9 grand that for chicken, me reach at 70,000. Because $1,000 for your foul. And piece of hard dough bread.
Wow.
I'm gonna buy nothing for this, like a water and something. I have to buy a cup of water and them something. Like, you freak for no. Before we even reach a game, you have to take 4 girls. You know, so them a baby, you have to give them a 2-3 grand for the babysitter and give the youth them some, you know, blah blah blah. Man, I understand. Oh man, just think it, but I think just take up a ball game. And that's how it go.
Tycoon, so I think Mr. Speed has a huge. Mr. Speed is a huge problem to the football. He mostly interested in Cavaliers. Says Tycoon. YouTubers criticize fans over the years for not showing up at games. I kept saying criticize the product. Mindset Media says. Use the recruitment funds and playing fares to concentrate on local youth, keeping them together and utilizing Captain Burrell's center throughout the year for pre-competition, says football guru.
But when you read those things on JTL, it make people you sound nonsense because that's exactly what they did.
Football guru, the U17 team did utilize the Captain Burrell Center. They did prepare very well.
Camps. And
they kept overseas camp, they kept local camp, and Jamaica didn't qualify, brother. So you need to come with another plan. The PSS is not working. You need a better plan, football guru. It needs a better plan, bro. I think your plan is too basic. We need an intervention.
Yeah, but football go-go is a basic guy. You know? The thing you can reason conceptually and analytically. So I remember, you remember this youth? Callum Ibank?
No.
This time when I was on Reggae Boyz commentary and Simon did do some with a reason with him from Birmingham City. He's a youth who had the big Bob Marley flag in their bedroom. There's 2 of them. He's from I won't tell you where he is now. And I think another one went to
How old was he?
Right, so Callum Ibank. Well, he's playing in the National League now. I think he's on no, I don't know. It's Callum Ibank. Hold on. I'll soon find it and tell you. Oh my God. Another Callum Ibanks. I want the youth, man. Ibanks, Birmingham. All right, let me look for that. Another Callum Ibanks. That. He was a little youth, man.
Oh, he was a young player. Take things for granted. Cricket is almost dead in the Caribbean, and it's because Caribbean people don't love cricket. It's because we can't win anything. Says Mindset. Yeah, I think people support winners. I don't think anybody want to get up every day just supporting losers for supporting sake. I think, yeah, listen, I wasn't surprised that the team didn't qualify. As I said, my only thing is because I think the preparation was correct. I think the recruitment, I think Altiman Butler failed in recruiting English-based players to give the team that complete blend of the diaspora that I think we needed to get it over the line. It was USA heavy. The team was USA heavy, and I don't think that those kids in the USA are good enough, because that's why they don't play for the United States. I'm not disrespecting any of those players. They're not good enough. That's why they're not in the conversation to play for the USA. A lot of those youngsters in England that can play for Jamaica, at least a couple of them are in the discussion to potentially play for England. So I think that's the direction we should be looking into. I think at least that team, that U17 team, should have at least have 5 English-based players, at least 5.
At
And we had
least.
zero. We had zero. We had zero English-based players in the U17 team. I think that is absurd when England is the mecca of football. England is pumping out the best top-level talent at the youth level, and Jamaica don't have one player on their team. It's like we're saying, guys, listen, somebody I go buy you one car and say, no man, I don't want the Ferrari, just give me a Flatty. Flatty can angle by the road at Jamaica. Like, it's like all if the Ferrari can drive at Jamaica, I say, brother, me drive this round in my yard, you know. Drive this going to Mandeville town 2 miles an hour and cruise back in with
Let
it.
me see. All right. So these two youths, I'm going to be watching this, right? There's O'Shea Ellis, right? He's at um he's at Birmingham City, born July 21, 2006. Because that's the first them I tell you. Say, oh, you know them born in 06 and then can play under 20. It's foolish to say, ask you.
So he's 19.
He's 18 now,
I'm gonna be 19 this year.
19 in July, right? And he
When does the U20 start, Getter?
U20 qualification normally starts like January.
Since January of next year?
Yeah, because it's every 2 years. Remember was ever flap last year?
Oh, last year we flap.
Yeah. So you'll be 19. You'll be 19. Right? He's playing big man football now.
But he's not gonna be able to play next year
Of
then.
course. What do you mean? He's 18 now. He'll be 19 in July. So when January comes, he'll be 19. Right.
Okay.
That's Cameron. And there is Cameron Ebank. He's probably a little older now. He's the one I should be worried about. He's going to be 20 in January. So he's a defensive midfielder. He maybe might just make it because he would have been 19 December 30, the 31st of December. Right? And these youngsters have for at least 2 years now said they want to represent Jamaica. So there's no without an argument and a long chatting. This is about whether you're able to recruit players who say they want to play for Jamaica. They now listen to coach. So my 3 players to begin the under 20 squad would be O'Shea Ellis, Cameron Ebank, and as I said, Roman Egan Riley. That's CJ Egan Riley's brother. So 1 central defender, 1 defensive midfielder, and
Yeah, because here's a report, Cataract. Super Eagles head coach Eric Sherler has reportedly made contact with Newcastle United winger Jacob Murphy, encouraging him to switch his alliances to Nigeria. Murphy, who featured for England at the youth level, qualifies to represent Nigeria through his father. Despite being 29, he has yet to earn a senior cap, making him a valuable option for the Super Eagles. Nigeria gearing up for the 2026 World Cup qualifications against Rwanda, Zimbabwe, is keen to reinforcing the squad with experienced talent. And these are the reports we want to be here to hear come out from.
Jay Taylor, can you check your chat to see if the press officer from Nigerian FA is telling you does Jacob Murphy have a passport? Is he here? The Nigerian FA? Tell you does Jacob Murphy has a passport?
No.
No. They're saying they're going to recruit a top flight elite winger. And by the way, with Jacob Murphy comes Josh Murphy. You know that he has a brother that plays in the championship.
Okay.
He plays for Portsmouth, I think. Devon Porter Wagwan, we call the name. He has a brother who plays for Portsmouth 29 matches.
Jamaica, we haven't broken any news about Jamaica recruiting anybody. The last player we talked about was, can you believe this? Scott McLaren from Manchester United, and all we have for it is Mason Holgate and Isaac Hayden.
Well, Isaac Hayden is a good recruitment.
Yeah, no, I just think that Isaac Hayden was a low picking fruit getter. You know, I was expecting at least one special, one out of the special, just something like a bullet with somebody name on it. Just something.
No, I was expecting much more. I tell you quite honestly. Yeah. So I am saying to you, when December came and we closed and we were looking at the March window, I was expecting Mason Greenwood.
Yeah.
So I would expect, and I'm talking about people, I was expecting Tyreek Mitchell. Not for the press officer to be asking me if Tyreek Mitchell has a passport. I'd be expecting to hear Tyreek Mitchell has submitted his documents and will consider playing for Jamaica when they come through. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I would have expected serious dialogue with Kyle Walker-Peters as an elite right back. I would have expected Max Aarons on board.
And Max Aarons is an easy target because he's ready.
Yeah. So I would have expected Reece Nelson.
He's injured
to
now.
be on board.
He's injured now. I hope Reece Nelson understand that his thing now with England is over now, you know. It's over now. I hope he understand when he comes back to football, him playing for England, that it's over now.
Them man, they ramp with them international career. Them could have 3-4 cap already, bad man. Them could have played in one Copa America qualifier. Copa America tournament. Remember, instead they were partying with Leon Bailey.
Yeah.
Out of Weddy, Hot Mondays.
Yeah, he's still
when they should have been. Yeah. So I hope that's a lesson to some people. So
Omar Hutchinson look like he might end up back in the championship with Ipswich. If Ipswich gets relegated, somebody's gonna buy him.
Buy who?
Omar Hutchinson.
You think that's a buy go?
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you they're not buying. I am telling you they're not buying. I'm telling you they're not buying it. So if they get relegated, people are going to buy Leon Delap.
Leon Delap. He's definitely in the Premier League.
Ipswich is not going to allow 2 attackers to go. You understand?
It might be a thing where they say we're cutting costs and offloading and rebuilding to make a run again. And Omar Hutchinson was member of 15 million pound signing, or 22 or more.
Million. So it's an expensive signing.
Yeah, so somebody might come in for him at 25, 26.
Yeah, sir. Omar Hutchinson worth 25 million. Yeah, man.
Based on his performance this season in the EPL.
So I'm willing to bet you here, if I'm still alive, you can pay up come September or come August 15th. Omar Hutchinson will be kicking ball in the championship with Ipswich. My prediction. Damian Hine asks, Keenan Davis is coming. I am not a fan of Keenan Davis. I'm not a fan of Keenan Davis. However, I believe Keenan Davis is a like-for-like swap with Shamar Nicholson. He reminds me a lot of Boza. Right? So I think he would be a good addition to the squad in terms of depth. Because what I do know is that he's definitely better than Warner Brown. And he's definitely better than Atafarai Bygrave. And he's definitely better than Bye-Bye Kimani Arborn. You know, so in that discussion, hurry up and come. Cocatini say, hurry up and come. Hurry up and come. Bingy man, hurry up and come. So I believe Keelan Davis, yeah. I think he's a superior striker to he gets injured.
I know Devante, you're done with the no Devante call for you.
No, different thing, man. Different thing.
Because his documents been in over a year now.
I don't know anything about Devante Cole. I don't believe Devante Cole is an elite player. I don't believe he would give the Reggae Boyz what people think we're looking for, which is
Mr. Galaxy. Ellis Sims to me. Ellis Sims, he's just not aggressive enough to me as a striker. I know he's a good player, but him just look quiet and just out there going through the motions. He will score. He just doesn't inspire me.
I don't think Ellis. I mean, if he coming. Because once again, he's definitely better than Atafarai Bygrave. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
However,
but we won't be looking for Atafarai Bygraves. I'm just saying.
No, but that's some man I tell you, Warner Brown, yo, Warner Brown, 12 goal Warner Brown. Where's the clean clothes madman when
I remember people were telling me about what I don't
12 goal Warner Brown. And yo, Jamara Calvin, 10 goal, yo, a 35 goal between the three strikers.
I'm not see Travis Pesa them from the local team player, man. Sylvester, I don't know. Cataract did mention Louis Baker, but nothing. We haven't heard anything there, brother. Them.
No, it's not one of them difficult ones. You hear me? I say.
So
look here. If you are not starting for your team, that's a red flag for me, right? 6 goals in 30 matches for this season for Coventry. That's 1 goal every 5 games. That's not the productivity of a striker I'm looking for. No, I know I am all in on Cameron Archer, and Cameron Archer only has 2 goals this season, but the truth is that playing for Southampton in the Premier League is very difficult because it's a bad team. So I'm not expecting that. But I am at the what is the level name? At the championship level, Cameron Archer is a beast.
Lloyd Kelly. Who is Lloyd Kelly? Says Tycoon.
Lloyd Kelly is gone off. I think he is at Roma. Central defender. Parents are Jamaican, but you won't find them. So Lloyd Kelly is somebody I would just forget about. It's not possible. I don't see it possible. I would love if we could follow it up.
You think he will play for England, probably?
No.
No, for them man, they play for England, you know. So
No. He won't play for England. He coming like Fleeker Tomori. They go to Italy. Once you're not playing in England, it's very hard for you to get in the English
team.
Very hard.
They say Ivan Toney them career done. Him done, you know.
Yo.
You man the career done like Grand Market.
Don't like Grand Market night. A beer buckler, plastic buckler, and ratchet knife. When for the people are runners or slip.
Ivan Toney them. Him like I think he made like you see.
Warned you.
But again, if you ask Ivan Toney right now, them few cap the him get for England, he probably tell say it worth way more than playing for Jamaica. If you ask some of them, because they're mad too, you know. Some of them people are mad too, you know. So, you know, he went for the money in Saudi Arabia. I can't tell a man what to do. He might at the point of his career, like, listen, me collect the bag from now, just in case life no work out. Me secure a few millions tax-free down in Saudi. So, you know, I can't really blame him. So Ivan Toney them, they had their chance to play for Jamaica. Could have been leading the line. Would have been a short line. Yeah,
I mean, he would have been a Nation League, Gold Cup, Nation League champion.
And we missed a couple penalties too last year in Qatar. In some key games.
Because Ivan Toney would not have missed that chance that the one
Leon
that everybody masturbates about. No, man. Cephas. When Cephas was 1-1 with the keeper. in the USA game to go 2-0 up.
But maybe Ivan Toney wouldn't have got that opportunity because
Or even
CFA's
Ivan Toney
created
wouldn't
that.
have got that
No,
opportunity.
CFA's
First of
created
all,
those opportunities out of nothing, Cataract. To
no,
be
it was
fair.
not out of nothing. It was not out of nothing. He got a good pass sprayed to him, and he broke away. Ivan Toney has pace. Ivan Toney is not a slow guy. But also remember that Ivan Toney does things that Cephas can't do, like play with his back to goal.
Yeah, that's true. Cataract, we have another 10 minutes to go up to the 3-hour mark.
10 minutes.
I'll let you just continue and close off today's
No, we can't close
show.
off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we go for 10 more minutes and round it off to 3 more hours. So you can just continue for the.
No, we have to push it. Look out. I think we hold a healthy reasoning.
Yeah, I think so.
Tycoon Lewis Baker is a deadly dead ball specialist. I haven't seen him lately, but you know, it's like riding a bicycle. You don't just lose those things. I don't think Ivan Toney would have struggled. I think he would have put away the half chances. Deadly. But I don't know what happened to him. You know what I mean?
Down there. Run up and down with Damian Low them.
But Damian... I say my beg Damian Low for some grammar. You know the man there, Beg Whistler and grammar. Some boy, yo.
A big Nana, look the link Nana for some grammar.
Nana, grammar. No, but I say tech joke. No, I say, yo, you have a cold magnum. you bring in the magnum.
Let me take a final call. Yes, from
take a final call, man. I think a call will be good.
All right. Go ahead, Carl. Hello?
Yo, JT.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Got you.
On top of the night, man. Top of the night.
Yes, bless.
Yeah, me there. Listen to I talk about the youth team and then I'm going in the senior team and what more I ask? Players. To get players to play for the national team. No player no support, no player on the JFF supposed to contact the player them. No player, you know the panel player, none of them pay make a contact and say they want to represent Jamaica.
Yeah, that's fair.
But players
I don't think players have done that or showed interest and then the JFF react. Because you know JFF is more a reaction thing them work off. It's not a proactive approach.
So all these years, Mr. Player, because you have a lot of players come to Jamaica, come play for Jamaica, you know. And nowadays, every time you hear people talk, man like Cataract, you must go for that player there. So if the player don't want to come play for Jamaica, what the JFF do about that?
Just read back the article. Just read back the quote from the article from Nigeria.
It sounds so simple when Cataract talk. It sounds so simple. Him name was a bag of player which have one bag of player. And JFF just get them.
Get them.
They just get them. Because they will want to play in country. So if you don't
get there, make it sound like say the man them backpack at airport already.
Yes, fucking ready to come play in country and Jamaica.
Ready.
Yeah. I believe it's like you. I believe it's not as straightforward as Cataract make it seem.
Read back the Nigeria article to him, man. Just pause it and read back
get them and then not get them.
First of all, no man will call himself fish catcher.
Jamaica have qualified for the World Cup. Players have been coming here.
Just read the article, man.
Most when the player them make attempt and them want to come and play for the country, the national body go out and get them. You know, long year say Mason Green if he come play for Jamaica. The way Cataract about Mason Green, that thing say mother play for the country already, you know. The way every day me and them talk about Mason Green. You have to say mother come represent the country already. And the JFF try everything to make him come and I know him not reach it.
Yeah, the JFF has, but what happened with the Mason Greenwood thing, you know, is some documenting what happened with the grandparents that they were trying and some the Pika refused to give him the citizenship. Hence, they had to go back to the drawing board to get a signature from his mother. That's what happened. The JFF did their part. Mason Greenwood made the effort early. It's basically Mason Greenwood's mother who's holding up the process.
But that is it. If Mason Greenwood is a big man, though.
I agree.
Raise me 20 years old.
Yeah.
Make him one decision. You think if Mason Greenwood did really want to represent Jamaica, mother could have stopped it?
Because he has to sign the paper,
you know,
clown.
Excuse. Every time we get up,
clown.
But still with the Mason Greenwood thing, here why I believe that Mason Greenwood mother has some sway in this. It's based on Mason Greenwood experience over the past 2 years. The mother might be say, you know what? Do I want to throw him in another situation where she understands maybe Jamaican culture, and she's probably thinking, do I want him to get into that side of things again after he's kind of recovering from his situation? You see me I say? So I think that they get a little pass there for me.
But Mason Greenwood, as I say, Mason Greenwood is an adult. He means an adult. He means not a child. He's not a teenager. So all of that is, to me, them they are a poor excuse. If Mason want to come, he would have come already. He would have come already. All of the youth team now. I hear the players them that play for Jamaica, play for from US, I told them can't make the US team. Then when the player them come from England, come play for Jamaica, and I told them can't make England team.
Not all of them. I said some of them. Remember me saying like some of the players in England would have a chance to play for England. We don't know when. Not all of them. Me say I categorically said that. But for the US team, I genuinely believe that those players are lower tier caliber players. Because if you look at our team, there's no players from any major academy in the US in the U17 program. It's not like we have players from New York FC, Philadelphia Union and Chicago Fire, and,
You said this England are Mecca football.
Yeah.
I said it.
No, I said it. England is a Mecca football.
Is
Mecca. So how much world tournament England win?
No, I'm not talking about. Listen, England being the Mecca of football is different from England winning the World Cup in a fisherman. And two different things.
No, hold on. If you are Mecca,
all right. But Jamaica, we would say right now, I would say that Jamaica is the Mecca of track and field, even though we didn't win a lot of gold medals in the Olympics.
Jamaica is the Mecca of sprinting. Oh, Lydia.
Yeah, but England have something for sure if they've been in the finals and the semi-finals of the last two major tournaments.
Oh, God. England, we, as me tell you, we should go for them English football. We have this thing say England are the best football of them. Not go so. No,
all right. This is what me as a fisherman. I'm not saying England. I think England have the best developmental systems and pathways for getting footballers to the next level of becoming pros. The England, the Germany's, the Belgium, and the French, like those top countries. That's a fact, brother. Spain, that's a fact. Spain, the pathways for players becoming pros.
J. Taylor. England is the Mecca of football, and fisherman is the Mecca of fat. Chatting fat. Fisherman, can I congratulate you on the qualification of Jamaica under 17 team to the World Cup? Can I do that?
90% of the time them go in a tournament, they come out with nothing. So all them is the best, and them can't come out with nothing.
Who said it's the best? What are you talking about?
Fisherman, I think you look on it. You look on it a bit wrong, Fisherman. I believe. I think you are mixing up what we're saying when it comes on to development, and then you talk about the actual England national team. I think those are two different things. Let's talk about the Premier League then. They're one of the best league in the world. Is in England. The second division in England, the championship, the League One. when you look at those leagues comparing to even other top leagues around the world, they're on par.
You see, the thing is, we look because we focus on England. So when we're watching England, we focus. We say we come and we say, why them Division 1 better than the next Division 1 over France?
No, we do, Fisherman. These are things that are ranked by the football authorities. I know we make up this.
But I bet you any money if you put somebody else in that in the Division 1 against the Spain Division 1. Spain Division 1 club at them.
I don't have the
results. Let me tell you, brawling we was. We want to tell you right now if Man U come here,
because we focus on English.
We want to tell you right now if Man U come here, Cavaliers are going to hold them.
When them come and play,
Cavaliers are going to hold them.
The result don't show you. The result don't show you any. Don't show you nothing like that. The result don't show you. When last England win the last tournament, England win them. I think with Sancho, them. I think they must be win. Win a tournament.
They did win the U20, yes, something.
This is about
something like that.
They won the U17 World Cup.
When last England
won the U17 World Cup with Latimore youth.
With a senior or junior.
And they did win with the U17 with Latimore them.
You clown.
Look here, man. We all get this thing anywhere. That's what I say. Anywhere else. We say them no good. Don't go to England and can't come and them.
No, Fisherman. I don't think you're being fair with us, brother. I don't think you're being fair, Fisherman.
The whole time I listen to them. Not that to not talk about.
But I don't think the angle where I take it. Yeah, take it.
You were under 20 last year, clown.
Keta, let me just explain. What I'm saying, Fisherman, is what I looked at the makeup of the team, right? It is Altiman Butler. He had those guys put together and set up the camps in Florida and stuff. The parents help out. They got some Jamaican youths who were available, and they mixed that with the local players. I'm saying, let's say you get at least 5 players from one Aston Villa, maybe a Chelsea or another top club, you add another 5 English-based players to that. I think that would have only made the team better. That's what I was saying, you know. Like that would have made them at least better, make it more competitive. Even a goalkeeper from England, because before we went into the tournament, the goalkeeper was an issue. You know what I mean? And stuff like that. So I think that the recruitment, that's why I said the preparation was correct. But I think the recruitment wasn't on point.
What I'm saying, I hear no call out all of these coaches at Burton, their Wish Club, Marcus Gale, and the whole of them. You think them don't know them now? You don't think them see all of the things that take place in a Jamaica football?
But what's your solution, Fisherman? Then, like, what is your
what I'm saying, talk about the players them like we can just go and just take them and carry them come.
What's your solution, Father Fish?
Jamaica out here in the world and them see what's going on. You know, think if they want to represent Jamaica, they would have met. All right, Bert them over there. All of them we pay for Jamaica already. And them in some system over there where them have youth. You know, think they would have recommend some baller to Jamaica and say, the baller I want to play for Jamaica.
They have done that, though. But that's what I try to tell you, say, they have done that. And they said that when Freddie Butler and them weren't, I think they weren't very receptive. It's like they already had their team, brother. Because he was working with these youths from the US and these youths from Jamaica. They kind of had their team already, so he wasn't really interested. He didn't take the England side of the recruitment too serious. That's my problem.
Oh, you have information.
I have information. Solid information.
Yeah. To them and then turn it on.
So we not even spoke to players, man, from like Aston Villa and them. We put players in touch with Ian Campbell, them, and people were supposed to get their documents. And it's like Freddie Butler, them, they just wasn't. They weren't excited. Like, you know what I mean? The effort wasn't there, bro. I'm being honest with you. The effort wasn't there for the England recruits. The effort wasn't there.
You say you recommend some player, either you or somebody, and when the club go back to him and tell him, say, Jamaica can't do nothing to come play.
And I didn't recommend the play. The players were recommended by actors, scouts who are Jamaicans in England. But I talked about one specific player, and that's a fact. That one player experienced it. So I said that there are challenges there as well. Brother, Fisherman, I'm not afraid to accept all angles of this. I'm with all angles of this. I don't have like one nail down like stance on it. For me, is that Jamaica is just not qualifying. That's a fact. We're not qualifying for tournaments.
Well, my thing is, to me, I think players, if players, them parents, and them want to represent the country, I think they have to make the effort. I think they have to make the effort. I don't think people feel run down people behind them. Beg them if they don't want to come. And when the federation do that and them don't come, people turn around and blame the federation. Like the federation do something to them to make them come. If they don't want to come, with the federation going to do? What the federation going to do if they don't want to come?
Premier League defender at Everton, Premier League defender now at Ipswich. Ben Godfrey wrote to Jamaica 3 times begging, including Ben Godfrey's coach, former coach at York City, said Jamaica would be stupid not to take a player like this into their program. You are a clown. You're a clown.
Somebody, one of the commenters, Marvin Ferran wants to know. Marvin Ferran wants to know, is to ask you, where are we gonna get the next best crop of youth players? If it's in the JPL. This is what they fans want to know.
Development. KC. And develop the player them. Players who overseas and them want to come, I think they have to put up themselves and say they want to represent.
So what happens if the JFF and the development no work? How do you do? What do you do then?
It not work. Something it have to work. I mean, if it not, so we will do every. So what we're gonna do?
But it hasn't been. They haven't done it yet. So may I actually say, if them still not do it, like how them not do it yet. Let's say me and you talk 2 years from now and them still not do it. What would you do?
They have to find means and way, because at the end of the day, big man, we can get up every cycle. Every cycle. You think I know we are doing this from 98? We had me here Cataracta make it sound like me hear him say what? To build around the overseas. How much overseas player we have come here every World Cup campaign? What more overseas player come here and play in the starting level more than local player or player we born here? And we still don't got, we still not qualifying. We still not got.
Fisherman is a fish.
Last campaign. Almost be overseas player, English player. We still not going nowhere.
Taylor,
this campaign and the same thing, and it look like we are struggling same way. We are struggling.
Man is a clown.
So it makes it sound like them not go for nobody. People, them go for a lot of them, and it's still not working. It not work. And each time when it not work, we coach the federation and we coach coach.
JC and
federation, we coach coach.
JC and Manning Cup. We could take a Manning Cup all-star.
And it just not working.
Manning Cup, man.
Join the call. Join the call. I just call.
Hold on.
People
put up them hand and say they want to represent the country.
Hold on.
You just say, I'm a brother, what name? Newcastle in play for. In my 29. In my 29, Murphy.
Yeah.
My 29. And you see, I just know because him realize he won't go play for Nigeria. Yes. He won't go now because him reach 29 realize he's not going to get no cap for England. So maybe now we go play for Nigeria. Who to tell him that they recruit him long time and him not going? Him not go. He won't wait till when him reach, when him realize now him reach 29 now, just like the next guy will come with here. But he say film foot off a papa first before he come play. You see what I say? Yeah. So what you let the federation to do, what them are going to do if them don't want to come? Cataract make it sound simple. Just go for them. Them call out 1 dozen player every week. Call out 1 dozen player. What federation are going to do if them don't want to come?
Rudy. Yeah. It's not as I said. I do agree that it's not as straightforward as Cataract says. But I believe that development locally alone is not gonna get us over a line. I think it's a combination of all the things, bro.
Yeah, but me not tell you, I'm gonna just Jamaica, I'm gonna just we alone are going to do it, you know.
Mm.
But what I'm saying, the person them outside have to put interest, show the interest. That is what I'm saying, you know. Me not say them not to come, them not to play, you know. It's just the interest. Them put the owners and the federations if you go get them. I mean, I say, why players, if them really want to play for the country and they love the country so much and they want to make Jamaica football, so why they not put themselves forward and come represent the country? Put up them hand. You have this guy come here with Bailey. Then when him come here with them, so they see my party with Bailey. Yes.
Reese Nelson.
Cataract excited. Reese Nelson will play for Jamaica. Where is Reese Nelson all now? Where is Reese Nelson? Eh? Where is Reese Nelson all now? Him put up him hand and say he want to come play for Jamaica.
So you think, Fisherman, that Jamaica can find enough local talent to take us over the line?
Listen what I'm saying.
Through development, as I said, I'm using your words, through development.
Develop and who develop, we will develop the players them, and then players who overseas want to represent the country, you put them in the pool too. Them in the pool. Me not tell you say they not play enough. But what I'm saying, every day we get up and we talk about this amount of players in England. We did so, and the players them just don't want to represent the country.
Yeah. Everybody in the comment section I disagree with you.
Yeah, man, that it don't really matter. When me speak, you know, me not really business, nobody agree.
They must say tycoon, they must say oral Tracy bootlicker.
Yeah, man, all the way them want to say. Them are somebody else bootlicker, you know. Yeah, me aware. Them are somebody else bootlicker.
What you do? You are oral Tracy link or something?
No, like that. No worry that.
So Fisherman, though, I don't think we can develop the players them locally quickly enough, brother.
Well, anyway, as we are going to sit down here and every cycle we cuss and talk, say, the federation to go for the play, and we go for a whole heap of them.
So why you disagree with what Cataract said about the recruitment?
The thing when I disagree is when Cataract make it sound like a something where you can just go take them up and carry them come. The press officer come on and when you have and say players have to have them passport. The player don't have the passport. And he want deal with it. He might choose also since them here matter. He might choose some little word against the press officer. It's what I said. If the people not if the people have their passport, where you want them, what you want the federation to do? Eh? Them now at the federation to put out all the effort. The players them not to put out no effort.
Cataract is here, you know, with you.
Yeah. Yes, we just get yapping. So now the Cataract is here. So hold on, take a little pass. You know the difference between recruitment and selection? Kingfish, you know the difference between recruitment and selection?
Yeah, you're a Fisherman?
Me are listening.
Man, run when the big general them coming up.
No, me they are listening, yeah? You go and talk, man.
Yeah.
Where you ask,
no, you never you just go and talk to us. So
when you go England Cataract, when you go England Cataract and go to the player them, somebody play them and go talk to them and tell them to come represent Jamaica. But you not take it upon yourself and go do that.
Because you hired Steve McLaren to do that.
Come on, you love the country so much, man. You know, so they want to come play, so you know can go. You love the country so much, you say you travel all, but go to England and say you can't talk to my player them now, man.
But Fisherman, you tell him man something he doesn't need to do. Although Cataract can speak for himself. Fisherman, there are people there already doing that, and he just asked a very important question, and although you can't see the list. He asked you to understand the difference between selection and recruitment, and that he asked you. So if you have an answer for that, please answer that question.
Yeah, man. You know what you mean when you say you're going to recruit them. You recruit them and talk to them.
You can't use bucket.
Complete. Me know
whatever, brother. So recruitment means you recruit.
And selection.
He used what the word in the sentence.
You know you have to pick up, you know you have to recruit them before you ask, before you can select them. That you have to...
We work with him definition, Keter. Continue. We work with him definition.
So I tell you, again, when you talk about recruitment and people ask if the player has a passport, it's nonsensical. Because, let me sit back now and be educated with you. there's something called a business process. The business process starts with an initial contract to say, hey, let me choose the one that they do. Hey, Anthony Grant, do you know your grandmother is Jamaican and that you can represent Jamaica? And then said, Blow, so me never know that. They know some Jamaican, but me still say, sit down and wait for JFF to call me. Recruitment with another player is saying, yo, bro, yes, you can play for England, but playing for Jamaica, you get better recognition, you this, and you have a dialogue with them. Then you say, talk to the coach to understand the football philosophy, understand the tactics, understand where you might be used, and then you go deploy and get your passport. You don't tell a man when you are recruit, say, "Hey, back early because you have a passport." Who does that? So you're missing the links in the chain, the ducks in the row. You don't have all your ducks in the row. As a matter of fact, you don't have any duck. That's why he's a fisherman. So what we are saying to you is that the recruitment staff, you have an agent where you play, we get hundreds, we get thousands of pounds in the UK. He must go speak to these players and etc. Like cataract. We can do that, yes. But you have not come up with us. Your solution is that the Manning Cup All-Star and the Costa Cup All-Star team must wear the national colors. Born in Jamaica, playing in Jamaica, and military gonna go out and match them and video them. And therefore, come March, they must play against St. Vincent or whoever we're playing. And then come June, they must go to Guatemala and qualify for the World Cup. And if we stop fighting the youth them, and when next year come in our World Cup, them to go America, go play. Because the man them at England, them don't have what them have and they don't want to play for whatever. Where your argument falls down, and I'll allow the other callers to come in, is what I call the Ben Godfrey. Ben Godfrey wrote to Jamaica 3 times. When the JFF denied it, I cataract exposed them by bringing the Yorkshire article where the man's coach was pleading with Leeds United and Jamaica to take the player because he said, in less than 5 years, this will be an elite Premier League player and only a stupid club or country would pass upon the opportunity not to sign a Premier League level defender. I don't think Ben Godfrey is a world-class defender, but he's Premier League level. So players have called and begged to play for Jamaica. So how you respond to that?
Yeah. Unmute your mic, Chucking. Fisherman, the mic muted.
Listen me. At the end of the day, I still stick to my gun. If players out there want to represent the country, step up to the federation do what them to do and get them playing for the country. If each year we get up, I go for players, talk to players and players. Because when you go talk to the player, you know, give him, sell him everything when you want to sell him. And him decide to him now come play for the country. There is nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. And we have a World Cup campaign coming up now. We get an English coach and see the English coach is here. And me think the English coach must talk to players. Me think him talk to players. And I think the players them don't want to come. Because the players them still looking out to play for England. When they realize them cannot play for England, then we come and play for the country. That's all them gonna do, them doing it. That's all them are doing it. Now we have a lot of them playing right now. You know. So if when we want to ask Cataract, if we don't qualify for this World Cup, what we going to get up and who we going to blame? The Federation again? Because we have a lot of English players now, you know. Make up the side, you know. Most of them is most English players playing for the national team. No. If we don't make it, who we gonna blame? Coaches? The Federation? We're gonna blame?
But you think so that they can develop enough local players in Jamaica to qualify Jamaica to a fisherman? That's the big question.
You still go back to the same thing again and asking me the same question over and over. I said to you, I don't have a problem. Them get players. What I'm saying to you, the players, they must make the effort. That is what I'm saying. And if when they make the effort, I think the team will better.
But me don't know no football team around the world still in a way players are trying to make the effort to play youth football for their country. You know? The more see the federation them reach out to these guys.
Good evening.
Go ahead, Team Crispy.
JT and the panelists, thanks for having me. What the panelist is his name Fisherman? You have two specific fields: entertainment and sports. In these two fields in particular, the players have the upper hand. In the NBA, for example, when the star player and the coach have a disagreement, the coach is fired. So the notion that the JFF must sit back and pretend as if Jamaica is the shining city on a hill where people must die to play for, this is just ego. It's just ego. You if you want these players, you have to go and recruit them and present to them your vision, and sometimes bow to their demands because they have the upper hand.
Oh, when you recruit them and you say anything when them put forward, you bow to them demands and for them come play for the country.
Again, would you agree that hold on. I wanna ask a question. Would you agree that in sports and in entertainment, the musicians and the players are the upper hand? Would you agree to that?
Look here, this is not a club team, you know. This is a national team. This is a national team. This is not club. This is not a club team. We're talking about a national team. I don't think no country for gravel to no player. Go down on the knee, gravel to no and player make demands, any demands they make, and give them to come play for the country. That means another you know we don't want to play for the country.
I am not saying that. I am not. Hold on. I am not saying that. What I'm saying is that the notion that Jamaica must sit back because Jamaica is this wonderful place that people must die to come and play for, and the JFF must not reach out. That notion is just unrealistic.
All right. So when they reach out and them not come, where the federation to do?
First of all, if the federation reaches out in a very polite fashion, and the player said, "Look, you know, the player give their reason as to why they may not want to come." That's it. What the JFF must do, the JFF must make a list of all the players in the world who are eligible to play for Jamaica and say, look, we're going to reach out to, say you have 200 of them, we're going to reach out to all 200, we're going to present our case, and if we get 25% of that 200, fine. That's better than none.
I mean none. They make it sound like we don't have no. What you mean none? The national team, the senior national team, not full up a overseas English player. So what you talking about?
No, I am saying if you reach out and you get a 25% acceptance rate, a 25% acceptance rate is better than a 0% acceptance rate. But it seems to me as if you want the JFF to just what I notice, the people who do not want the JFF to put out any effort regarding recruiting overseas players are the same people who want the JFF to bend over backwards to recruit local players.
What kind of nonsense is that?
The JFF must put on a camp ever so often, the JFF must do this, the JFF must do that for the local players.
Hold on. So we federation big man in a them country now go make effort to put on camp to develop players that them can represent the country.
That's not what I'm saying. I am saying effort must be put the same effort that you're gonna put in locally. It must be the same effort put in for overseas based players.
You say them have been over back to put on camp and the local players.
Man, hold on. Give me a break. Fisherman, mute a little bit because your backbone is nice. Mute a little bit. We know you kind of rough out there for the petro keys. So, Fisherman, here's the thing where everything that you say, you don't have a solution, right? And when we ask you about a solution, you go around the bend all over when it goes up. I am telling you, more money is spent by the GFF on developing players than on trying to recruit players from England. Much more money. I was here last year when with Hal Grimson, they had Hal Grimson going all around the country to some parishes. When him stopping at St. Mary, I remember he was with defenders in St. Mary, right? And he was saying he didn't expect to be having to teach, he was expecting to have to teach a man what it means by being ball side and goal side, what it meant by being goal side of the attacker, right? It was that basic. Now you cannot tell me that you are paying a national coach to look at players who you are saying who are ready to go into a squad and you are teaching them the basics of football. So you have the whole thing wrong. A lot of money and time and effort is spent on the development and looking for this one gem of a player who are playing business house or who are playing major league like Pele. Much more than is spent on recruitment. No, you say that of course none of the two avenues are easy. None of the two avenues are easy, right? But we are saying to put as much effort in recruiting elite players as they put in trying to develop underdeveloped players and force them into the national team.
Cataract, we just say a while ago, so the coach go around and a center half no know the goal side to defend a attacker. I mean, I believe you see what you just say a while ago. Me play a little football in my little stage of life when me play a little football back then, and I know big football me play. I mean, know that if you defend a striker goal side. So me, where you just say a while ago, if a players are go through school, Manning Cup, right through, and them don't know that. I'm gonna talk some things more time when I go. So I mean, I believe that what you just say a while ago. Me not believe that. I don't believe that.
So Fisherman, go to the facts. Go and look if after that trip out to St. Mary with defenders.
Go
and look if after that. That thing about going around to the rest of parishes was cancelled. Having to cancel it.
Technology, right? And we have to, and we know that before we you
are challenging me. Hold on, you are challenging me after what you believe. I am saying to you, the facts are there. The facts are there. After that, Hardwimson top. Both of them go around the parish. And what he did after that is bring some defender.
I'm listening to you guys.
Listen to learn. Because you don't have no proof of what you say. You don't have no answer. You just a chat.
Lie, that's how we do.
This say it top right after go right before. Taylor, do you recall the botched effort, how much money they spent to bring defender from when they have region from St. Ann, Portland, St. Mary, defender they come this way.
Where?
I don't remember. I don't know about the spending. I knew that it took place.
Here.
Stop chatting. God have mercy.
No, go away. Not no go so way I say.
It's not so. And you can't hide it.
Not
You
no go.
can't hide your friend them. You can't hide your friend them.
JT, you don't play
I'm gonna
football.
ask you because
You
me
play
grew up
football?
in a center, mini channel right there. So I don't
Not no go so.
your friend MG was there. Your friend MG Sports was there.
Out a man on no
After
side.
that,
A
after that,
defender now to defend that.
colleagues,
Defend that striker.
colleagues,
Not no go so man. And them go
after
to
that.
at most and them
Don't
go
worry,
to
hold on. Fisherman. They never have striker last week Sunday. We never know the control ball.
Yeah, you're there.
You never have striker, we never know the control ball last week Sunday.
You know, see me call out Tony never know if he control ball. You know, see me call out playing at the prim. No. Eh?
Lie out there.
Who put miscontrol Mikel Antonio as a big striker?
Bro, what are you guys arguing, man? What are you guys arguing about?
Oh, nice.
Arguing about nonsense, man.
So Lincoln, what's happening is we talk about
Brother, give me a thought, brother. I don't think that's so hard to believe, bro. That's not hard to believe, say. Coach have to teach, man, how to. Well, goal side. That's not hard to believe. That's possible, bro. We national team can make 5 consecutive passes. So why are you saying that's impossible? What the man say? That's not impossible, bro.
Oh, the national team with be a professional top player.
Can't make 5 passes. So there's many times we always get dominated by.
Mix up it. Against Trinidad Blue side.
You don't believe no player we play any farmer organized football in a Jamaica. No goal side to defend a striker. Me no feel not go so.
But my general, you believe in it or not doesn't mean that it's not true. That's just simply your opinion.
We play organized football. We play organized. I play football from youth stage come up. You don't know that.
Remember playing O'Neal Fisher. Remember O'Neal Fisher in the World Cup qualifier and how he get turned inside out.
I see it all the while in the game. I don't know why, man. I'm a defense. We see it manifest itself in the games.
I just Jamaica
positioning
inside out.
No, I am telling you, you are saying you don't. Man, just mute the mic sometime when the man talk, man. Your background 90 with the outer seat and the thing jar into the ears, man. You can I'm saying to you that you said that players know about goal side. I watched a World Cup qualifier in Mexico when O'Neal Fisher come on at the right back. Listen, at the defense. And the man said, O'Neal Fisher made the man get goal side of him. And it ended up in the goal in the last minute and Mexico beat us 2-1. So it has happened before. But what I say 4-3-7, right? Sorry, I just don't know any you can introduce yourself after me call the I by name. When that unfaithful thing happened in St. Mary, Halgrims abandoned that plan. And what he did was bring in like 3 or 4 men, come up Horace Burrell Center, like Richard King and Topi, and was working with them. Him abandon a walk out and look for player. Because that what he was being asked to do on that Saturday or whatever it was madness. So the evidence is there. In the break it down, have striker clinic, midfielder clinic, defender clinic. And they always did have goalkeeper clinic, right? With the goalkeeping coach. So it's not make up nothing. So if me didn't make it up, tell me the player out of the 22 or how much defenders that were there at St. Mary. Tell me one who came into the national team under Algerson for even a call up.
Fisherman, I'm muted, you know, fisherman.
unmute and tell me one player who was called up further from the 22 defenders who were out there in St. Mary? Unfortunately, 7, make go some reasoning, man. Because you reason with it.
No,
Yes, I want to add something. Because Fisherman was saying that I think he was lamenting players who maybe 28, 29, who might not be able to play for England, then they go and play for Nigeria and maybe Jamaica as well. The reality is that Jamaica is not in a position to turn away professional players, even if they are above 25 and going to 30 years old. Jamaicans and especially Jamaican football fans do not have a firm and accurate grasp of reality.
But
Jamaica is not in a position to turn down a player who say, look, you know, I would play for England anymore, and my chances are slim. Let me go and represent Jamaica. Okay, and we have to ask ourselves: is this player better than what is there locally? And if the answer is yes, accept the player.
So let me tell you, if you're, I asked Taylor to read the article for Fisherman. Nigeria is bending over backwards to recruit Jacob Murphy from Newcastle, along with his brother Josh Murphy from Portsmouth. Bending over backwards. Do you recall that even the head of state of Ghana got involved in begging Tyreek Lamptey from Brighton to come and play for Ghana in the last World Cup? You remember that, Carla? The president himself forward and beg the youth, say, forget about England and come play. So
I am not familiar with that situation, but I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised.
Flying with a private jet.
you know what I mean? These things occur a lot. I know about at the club level in the NBA, and I remember sometime when a NBA team want to recruit a particular player, even the governor of the state will go along in the meeting. You know what I mean? Jamaicans sometimes are too full of themselves. And they feel that people must bend over backwards to please them, and they must never reach out. You know, and they often do not realize that they are not in a position of strength in almost any area. We have a gold mine of players overseas that we can draw on, and people are refusing to use the gold mine. It doesn't make any sense.
So let me tell you what it is. And I want to go back to the under 17. I believe that it is known within certain persons who have conflicts of interest that if very talented, after England select their 20-man squad, right? You will have about 50 or so players who could have been considered. In that pool, they are very worried that players will come in like Dexter Lembekisi through the under 20 and hold on a spot that they would have earmarked for a player from their club to get the national caps. So they are deadly afraid of us. Because remember, they used to tell us, no player when they are 18 or 17 or 19 want to commit to Jamaica. They want to wait until they are 29, 30. But The truth is that John Wall said he had about 12 or 14. And at least 10 of them have their passports in hand when he was putting together his under 20 team. But that was sabotage. And a team that was, you know, all Manning Cup, all the Costa Cup, Glory team, all stars, went and got 9-0 and dumped up. So guess what? None of them youth they don't get no contract nowhere. None of them youth they don't in no academy. I don't even think none of them youth they really they in no JPL team even. Because when the scouts go look at their name, whenever they go in football, those 9-0 losses are right there on the CONCACAF website. You destroy careers with the kind of system that Fisherman are talking about.
I agree, and Ketterak and I've made the point that if anyone is interested in getting local players overseas, the best opportunity to have a very strong national team, because I was around 98 when the team qualified for the World Cup, and many local players got an opportunity of the strength of that team qualifying to the World Cup. So the local players benefited from the inclusion of a Leon Burton, a Fitzroy Simpson, and those people. You know, the strength of a national team is very important.
I don't get how they don't get it. I don't get how they are so. As a matter of fact, if you're a national team, let's just say, for example, they were 15 or 18 man born in England team, and we reached the quarterfinals of the World Cup. All players in the JPL, lower league, are going to look at you. Meaning, you're going to go to Romania, Bulgaria, Hungary, Mexico, because they don't tell you, say you need to have caps to go to those leagues. You know? You need to come out of a system and a country that is respected football-wise. Look for the team where they got it from Morocco and Cape Verde and them country there. When Morocco and them Tunisia, I can't remember which one it was, make the deep run. Not for the player them by the August, nearly the whole team gone up some new club, except the man them where they are them original club, you know, on the like a first year of contract or so. That's what happens.
Yes, you know, I remember Billy Gardner went to Bolton Wanderers after the strength of the World Cup qualification 98. You had Ricardo Fuller who got an opportunity, Theodore Whitmore. Many local players got contracts off the strength of the team qualifying for the World Cup. So if your goal is to get more locally based players in the team, you should want to have a strong national team. You know, and because you have many players who may not say make the Brazilian national team or the Argentinian national team, but because the national team is ranked highly, they get opportunities overseas. You know, so I think that's the best way to look at it. You know, but Jamaicans have a special ego that makes us not want to humble ourselves, you know, and make us not look at reality for what it is.
So I think that has been succinctly described by one of the commenters as Bossa Youth and eat a food and bill of vibes. Right? So that is it. But I want to bring in the other man for the call. 437. What you doing? They're up in the heaven? Yeah?
Oh man, give me a second.
Well, best baby father. Big up the whole of the baby father there. You don't know. That's what I said. But no, I mean it is a description of a problem. Bossa youth, eat a food, bill a vibes. And I don't think you're going to qualify for anything with those three philosophies. I said it back last time, Jay Taylor. I say it back 207. I have to say it clearly. Last year when we did a run for election, I said, if we put aside our ego, humble ourselves, get rid of the conflict of interest, scour the world, including right here in Jamaica, for the best talent to composite a team, I believe in my lifetime, Jamaica can win a World Cup. Because we can reach the final. When you reach the final of 50-50. I believe so.
Ketarak, I have a question. Do you think with the advent of social media, with the advent of every person having a phone in their pocket that has a camera, that there are some gems in Jamaica that we don't know about?
I would say to you that there may be a player somewhere who has fallen through the cracks, but it is a lot less likely than when Simoes was here, because military guna goes to every pan and that. Right now, if 10 cockroach decides to play some ball over by the side next to me, military guna go there with camera. And if I tell you, say one of the cockroach to the national team can look good. You understand?
You know what I mean? Exactly, you know what I mean?
But next month, if I tell you, say, breaking news, one of them are go to Europe for a trial. Right? So, I believe that I'm not knocking military good, I'm just saying that military is very dedicated to unearthing the local gems. Right? Go on do your thing, military. Go on try both the youth. No, I have no problem with that. It's less likely than Simoes time. So what you are saying that people don't understand that you don't have to go through that, because worse than that, the advent of how scouts worldwide can look and scout the world, the earth for player. Look here, remember I said Manchester, Manchester City, where do you they come from? Uzbekistan. When they're looking for defender, I know Uzbekistan the defender come from, but Manchester City go sign.
Yes.
You telling me it's easy to go find a man that play in Uzbekistan more than to find Richard King?
Exactly.
Why Uzbekistan never sign Richard King? It's so great. And we so great in Jamaica.
Yeah, you know,
Uzbekistan is not a Spaniard.
Uzbekistan, I don't think their first language is English. You know, so the people in England are more likely to look at Jamaica than Uzbekistan if talent players are here. Jamaica just does not have the talent that many people think the country has, and the results should be our guide. But no matter how poor the results are on the pitch, excuses are found. You know what I mean? The results, in a logical world, you look at the results of what you're doing and you're guided by the result. But locally, local football is not guided by results. I mean, local anything is not guided by results, and it's very frustrating for someone like me who look at empirical data, function and logic. It's very difficult for me to live amongst Jamaicans because they are not guided by these things. They just don't care. You know what I mean? The guy said a lot of players of since '98 have been on the national team, but I've heard that since '98, around 70% of the team have been made up of local players. You know what I mean?
No man, that's the way I said.
I mean, it's not logical. It's not logical, and it's very difficult to socialize, to have a conversation with someone who is not moved by data and logic. So the likes of Cataract is just banging his head against the wall. Because the people whom he's speaking to are not swayed by logic. They don't care.
No,
You know,
no, nothing to be straight, man. Eat a food, butter you, bill of vibes. Eat
you know what I
a
mean?
food, butter you, bill of vibes.
I
Eat
remember
a food,
when
butter you, bill of vibes. All sounds good, except when you come up to the thing. I'm gonna go to the same thing. I'm gonna down to you. I'm gonna go down a sound and play a sound and say, yo, you come from uptown, you're not supposed to play the sound. You bust again and the selector want to eat a food and we go through it. And when now they go at the dance and they and flop down and man I say, yo, all right, boom, 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 boom. Big long side. So it is always there. It is always going to be that way. Those of us who know better have to do better and have to be relentless in saying better. Because don't care how we always look like we have and for the qualification for go on and everything. They always look like. And then here what though? For the next year you want to go. Boy, we just miss out by the skin of our teeth. No, you didn't just miss out by the skin of teeth. If you know that to get to the airport, you have to drive from Kingston and reach to Montego Bay. If your car shut off and stop in a Trelawney, you cannot reach the airport and go for the plane. That's it. So it's easier for us. It's not even the other way around where it's from the other team in a draw to go try. We just need the simplest result. A draw. Nil out. But tactically, technically, skillfully, fitness, right? Because playing 3 games in a week is a lot. The ability to rotate the players, all of those things didn't come true. And I think they each play a percentage in why we are not going to the World Cup. So I send my commiserations to the young boys. It's 2 minutes or a couple minutes to 9. I think we're close up Taylor. And better luck next time.
Yes, you know, and you know, with the advent of social media, the JFF and people in the footballing fraternity cannot hide anymore. They cannot mislead anymore. They cannot say players in the diaspora don't want to play anymore. You know, because you have people who will provide evidence. At first they said that the players only want to come when they are, you know, over the hill. But we have seen Lembisika at what, before it was 20 he came. I think Janwa said he had quite a few local overseas based players who wanted to join the team. So they cannot deceive and mislead anymore. Anyhow, JT, thanks for having me.
Yes. All right. Bless up. Thanks for passing through. Everybody who passed through, Linkin Boss, big up yourself. Yeah, we pull off almost 4 hours. Big up everybody in the comment section. Big D Leng, RN, Football Guru, Mindset, everybody will pass through, Travis Peso. Big up on yourself, people. Until next time, we'll be back with another show. As I said, just start warming up the channel again. So we'll be back. All right. Have a good afternoon, people. Bless.